Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so we're here for a little Saturday night football here. We've got the University of Tennessee Volunteers here on the road at the North Carolina State Wolfpacks here. And man, this one should be a good one. But hey, today has been a pretty good day, depending on what teams you've been rooting for, obviously. But hey, around the league here for NCAA, a lot of different teams, a lot of different outcomes here, a lot of upsets here earlier today, man. And so, wow, I'll dive into that a little bit later on. But man, this one right here should be a good one. I'm excited to see both of these young quarterbacks going at it and just see the matchups here. Football is a game of matchups here. So, how will each of these quarterbacks go against their opposing defenses here? And hey, really get to see this Tennessee offense that put up a lot of yards last time out there, a lot of points. Let's see how they look again today, man. This one is going to be an exciting one. And JB is ready. And so, RC, do my eyes deceive me? RC says, ain't that a shame, JB? And so, RC, oh man, I know you're livid, man. I thought about you when Notre Dame, you projected a 30-point victory against Northern Illinois. You took them as a joke and stuff like that. And then they came out swinging and stuff like that. They came out swinging, and all of a sudden, the shocker towards the end, they beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame's place in their building and stuff like that. Northern Illinois had never beaten a top 10 ranked team before. And so that was just wow. That was just wow. But it didn't stop there. It didn't stop there. I was like, oh, well, at least, RC's Iowa Hawkeyes can go out there and get the W. But it was a double whammy. It was a double whammy. Iowa State beat Iowa at Iowa. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was like, oh man, RC's down bad right now. I said, Braden's down bad right now. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I thought Iowa had a chance to just end the game, get a first down, which they did, and just run out the clock. But next thing I knew, Iowa State had the ball, and then it was just like, oh my gosh, what happened? Oh my goodness. That was just insane. That's why you play the game. That's why you play the game. So, but for real. And so we've got Mr. JV says, hi, Josh. And he said, let's go, North Carolina. So he's got one for North Carolina State here. Okay. RC says their coach outclassed Marcus Freeman. And so Freeman keeps this up, man. He's gonna be out of work, man. I mean, how many times have we seen Notre Dame get upset over the last couple of years against schools that they had no business losing to and stuff like that? I remember a couple of years ago, Marshall took them down and stuff like that at Notre Dame and stuff like that. So, like, this is becoming a regular occurrence here. But man, insane, insane. RC says yeah, it was 0-2 for you. So man, I know that hurts because both of those games could have went either way. Could have went either way and stuff like that. And you say JB is Marshall still in it versus Virginia Tech. And so let me see what's the score in that one right now. But let me see. Where is that one at for me? Oh no, no, oh no, oh no, oh no. That one right there, let's call it a wrap right there. Virginia Tech's up 31-14, fourth quarter, 10:45 to go. And Tech got the ball at the Marshall 9. Call that one a wrap. So I would say that's a wrap. But again, just waiting to get this one started here. And so the over under line is at 59.5. So what does that mean? They're going to be expecting some scoring. They're going to be expecting some scoring in this one. And so, Kenneth, welcome back. He says, hey, my friend, how are we doing tonight? I am well. I am feeling good. I mean, today was a crazy day, man. A crazy day with all these college games and stuff. So JB is feeling good. And I'm looking forward to this one here between Tennessee and North Carolina State. Absolutely. The JB's second stream of the day once we get kickoff on the way here shortly. But yes, and you say you're doing good tonight and have a good stream. And so appreciate that, Kenneth. Appreciate that. Yes, absolutely. I mean, today has just been a day. It has been a day. And we look at some of the games that's going on right now. South Florida versus Alabama. South Florida's up right now 3-0 in that matchup here in the first quarter. Under 7 minutes to go in that one. Today it's just been upset city. Mizzou's up against Buffalo 3-0. The Fighting Illini, they're beating Kansas 3-0. They're in the second quarter. Florida's up 7-0 against Sanford. All right, let's see. RC says JB, Nebraska, and Colorado just got things started there. Okay. Okay. Bet. Do keep me up to date with that one there. I do want to know, especially when Colorado scores and stuff like that. But hey, I'm hoping it's a really high scoring game, a lot of back and forth, a lot of passing is what JB would like to see. And ultimately, I hope that this game ends up being a high scoring game that's close. That's what I want. That's what JB wants. But man, JB's already fired up, and we're just waiting for the kickoff here any moment. But JB is already fired up. All right, let's see. RC says Shador just got creamed like a can of corn on 3rd and 11. And so, okay. So the offensive line letting him down. All right, and again, just awaiting here to get this one started pretty soon. Absolutely. But do let JB know in the chat, who are you rooting for in this one here? Let JB know. Is it Tennessee or is it Nebraska? And I'll be sure to put that question back up here. Yep, Tennessee or North Carolina State. All right, so getting ready to get this one started here any second. Going to be looking at these two quarterbacks here to see the type of plays that they can make for their team here. This is it. Today has been the moment of truth throughout college football. You know, who's real, who's false. We're starting to figure that out. And today opened a lot of eyes. Today opened a lot of eyes. Some teams, they won, but it wasn't impressive, like Penn State. Others got upsetted. Others got blown out. It was just a crazy day, but we got plenty of football still left to go today. Plenty of football left to go today. All right, let's see. All right, she said, JB, we wouldn't have lost the game if Riley Leopard didn't decide to play Dan Marino, Joe Montana late in the fourth. Hey, he made some big time plays, man. Some big time plays. You said, JB, you got two ranked teams here. That's maybe good or maybe not. And so you said you'll take Tennessee, though. I really do want to see Tennessee. I really do want to see Tennessee and how their offense is gonna look in this matchup here and stuff like that. So I do want to see, because this is usually around the time where we're going to figure out if the hype is warranted or not, in which I know the kid has a lot, to bring to the table. And so I'm looking forward to seeing it in this matchup here, especially on the road at that. So I'm looking forward to it, because the SEC is no easy task. It is no easy task. So you'll have to be able to win a game like this if you really want to put yourself amongst the elite category. But man, I'm telling you, once we get the new AP poll, there's going to be a lot of changes. I'll tell you that much. Again, still waiting for the start of this one. RC says you'll take Tennessee, though. JB's got Tennessee in this one. Hoping for a good game, though. I am hoping for a good game, but I do have Tennessee in this one. All right, let's see. Just a few minutes before we actually get the kickoff any moment. RC says, JB, he can't throw, man. You said he's an average thrower. If he can't get better by week 5, he's got to go to the bench, back to Duke, to the indoor football league. Anything, just got to go. Just got to go. Oh, man. Oh, man, RC. You know, the scariest part is that they never talk about is that the fact that many times, if the starting quarterback goes, many times, of course, depending on the situation, but many times the backup quarterback is worse. Unless it's just a freshman who obviously didn't prove himself and stuff like that. But many times the backup is worse. All right, I'm ready for this one to get started. I'm ready for this one to get started. We're almost 15 minutes past the start time. I'm like, I'm ready for this one to get started. Meanwhile, all right, so they're on the field. We've got the coin toss about to take place here shortly. Oh, yeah, ready for this one to get started here. Stream number 2 of the day. So be sure if you haven't done so already, go ahead and press that like button. RC says he's not going to go anywhere. You said Freeman tied his house and hips to Riley with a chain. If Riley is done, Freeman is done. And so, oh man, you got a good point though. You got a good point though. Absolutely. Absolutely. But man, I know this one hurts. That one really, really, really hurts for the Fighting Irish. And so RC says, who is Tennessee's quarterback? And so I gotta look to see the name and stuff like that again. But I know that he's, first year starter here, pretty good. But we're gonna find out just how good. We're gonna find out just how good. Another one of those quarterbacks with a long name, so I'll probably end up giving him a nickname when it's all said and done. All right, but we're finally getting ready for the kickoff. Once I see his name, RC, I'll let you know once I see his name. But first, Tennessee's going to kick it off. So North Carolina State will get the football here first. Kickoff on the way. No return on the play. Kicked it out of bounds there. So we'll get to see the Wolfpack. RC says this ain't last year's Nebraska team. You said Nebraska strikes first. Well, RC, one thing you can see is that football can change so much from year to year and stuff like that. It changes so much from year to year. So you're right. This is not last year's team. A lot of guys switch teams, different coaches sometimes or different staff members. There's so much changes from year to year. RC says running touchdown from about 19 yards out for the score. Okay, was it the quarterback or the running back that ran it? All right, but here we go. Shotgun formation right now. Wolfpack with the football here. 3 receivers top of the screen. They snap the ball. Quick pass. Completed. Has blockers in front of him. Trying to make his way other side of the field. And he's going to pick up about 7 yards there on the play. So now 2nd and 3 coming up here for North Carolina State. Good old Jordan Waters there in the backfield. Oh, man, let's see how this one goes. Or she says, JB, remember good old Colt McCoy? And so, oh, of course. Of course. All right, 2nd and 3. Multiple tight ends here, 2 receivers, 1 back. Snaps the ball. Give it to the back, and the back going nowhere. Back going nowhere. The quarterback looked a little surprised that the snap actually came in and stuff like that quickly. I think he wasn't 100% on guard there, but luckily he still got the play there. But 3rd down coming up. 3rd down coming up. Jordan Waters lost 3 yards there on the play. So we got 3rd and 6 coming up. 3rd and 6. Again, opening drive here. Can they get a first down or will this Tennessee defense get a stop? Laney, what's good with you? What's good with you? Laney says, hey, JB. Braden says, hey, JB, I am stunned. Braden, What happened? Talk to me. What happened? I couldn't believe it. Meanwhile, 3rd and 6, throws it, gets the first down, picks up at least 7 yards there, and a first down for the Wolfpack. So the Wolfpack moving the chains here. First down. Big time play. And so that time on 3rd and 6, his receiver found a soft spot there in the coverage, sat there. Quarterback got the ball to him. Excellent play. And that was Conception there with the catch. So now, fresh new set of downs to work with right now for the Wolfpack. Braden, this is a tough opening week for you. Fakes it to the back, throws it, has a guy, makes the catch, brought down there by the defender, but that's a nice pickup there. Picked up about a good 5-6 yards there on the catch, and that's going to make it 2nd down coming up. Again, Wolfpack here on the opening drive here with 12 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And so North Carolina State trying to continue to move this ball here as they would like to strike first in this one. Braden says that your defense failed on you guys on the Iowa State last drive. I did watch the last 2 minutes of it, Braden, and that was a major collapse on the sideline there on that pass. But 2nd and 4 right now. Shotgun here, multiple tight ends on the play, 2 receivers top the screen here, 1 running back here. Shotgun formation, 12 seconds on the play clock. Receiver goes in motion. He's going to fake it to the back. He's going to throw it. Excellent touch there with the receiver. The receiver dropped it. How you drop that, bro? It was there. He put excellent touch on the ball as well. That's a play you got to make. That's a play you got to make. Because McCall made it. Grayson McCall made a tremendous throw on that one there. He put it right there. Just, oh, man. I mean, looking at that replay one more time, yeah, probably thinking about the hit there. That's one that you got to make. All right, but 3rd and 4, you still got another opportunity to get the first. All right, 4 receivers on the play, 1 back from their own 42-yard line. Wolfpack, can they get another first down here on 3rd down? Snap the ball. McCall looking, throws it, gets the completion, and a first down. NC State. 12 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. Again, it's the opening drive right now by the Wolfpacks. And so let's see. That's right. RC says this is RC, and that's his football channel there. He says, Braden, both his teams lost today in college football, Notre Dame and Iowa. You said disgust to the very core of his soul. Oh, man. Braden says Colorado can't protect Shador. Now, JB did pick Nebraska to win, but that's not good if they can't protect him. JB does need Shador to get some passing yards. All right, picked up a couple yards there. That's not good at all. Like, is it bad, Braden? Like, really bad? All right, 2nd and 6. Again, the opening drive right now for the Wolfpacks here. And they're at the Tennessee 48-yard line. So we're in Tennessee territory here. We got to make it count. 11 minutes to go in the 1st. McCall making some changes. Here in the shotgun. Feeds it to the back, and the back gets tripped up, but fights his way close to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage or not, but that's going to be close. But hold everything as there is a penalty. There's a penalty. And so let's see. Braden says, same RC, you're just stunned. RC says, JB, how far can the Wolfpack go? And so, I mean, the Wolfpack, they could be a dark horse. You know, they can be a dark horse in play here for the ACC at best case scenario to finish in like that top 3 spots in the ACC and stuff like that. So I feel like that's probably where they can go. But they can honestly finish in as a top 2 team there at best case scenario, I feel like. So let's see. Black Medicine says, fight on, you Valiant Husky team. Brandon says, Colorado stopped them on 4th down. Word. Let's see. Black Medicine says, Milrow is garbage at the moment. I saved you from making that mistake, it sounds like. Oh, what an excellent stop there by Tennessee. It was 2nd and 1, and North Carolina State tried to run it, but Tennessee got in that backfield and said, nah, fam, that's not happening. That's not happening. How did Bama score that touchdown, Black Medicine? I see that they got a touchdown. How did they get that touchdown? Did Milrow have anything to do with it? RC says, at this point, JB, Like I said in the YouTube short, you say you would open your checkbook if you're an AD and throw all kinds of money at NIU head coach Thomas. He's fiery, full of energy, great motivator of men, and more. Absolutely. But here we go, 3rd and 4. 4 seconds right now on the play clock. Snaps it, looking, throws it. It's completed for another first down. Oh, he got hit. Oh my goodness. Collins got rocked on that one. Got up singing rock with me after that one. But he got a first down. Did his job. Got the first. So that's a big time first down. And again, North Carolina State showing that, hey, when we got to get the first, we're going to get the first. This current drive, 9 plays, 36 yards, 5 minutes and 48 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock so far, and still moving the ball there right now at the Tennessee 39-yard line. Shotgun formation here, snaps it, steps up, throws it. Terrible pass. Ball had to be deflected on that one, incomplete. So 9:02 to go here in the first quarter of play. Let's see, you said Milrow ran it in, and so, okay, so he ran it in, but he's not throwing it that well, just running it. Okay, and let's see, RC says, coaches call boneheaded plays. Some of these coaches will do it. Some of these coaches will do it. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Up, referees are holding everything up. All right, let's see. Timeout called. North Carolina State called a timeout. So again, this is the opening drive right now for the Wolfpack here in the first quarter with 9:02 to go here in the first. See them Buckeyes already on the board. That makes JB feel good. Just want to check it out real quick and see what's going on. Then again, we did get a timeout there. I see Kansas and Fighting the Line out there tied up 3-3 right now in that matchup. Looks like Travion Henderson had the touchdown. He's got 2 carries for 9 yards so far for the Buckeyes there. Let's see. Black says, may her colors every fly. We will fight for might for Iowa State. Oh man. Oh man, Iowa State coming up with a big upset. But today was about a lot of upsets. There was a lot of teams that we're starting to realize, like, okay, so this is who they are. This is who they are. I see that the Houston and Oklahoma State game is still going 0-0, looks like right now. I'm sorry, that game's just getting started. My scoreboard was tripping. I can't trust the tablet, guys. I can't trust the tablet. It is just changing things before my very eyes. And so, Michael, what's good with you? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. How you been? I see you got the new profile, the new YouTube picture up there. How are you doing? Tell me you didn't come to make fun of JB's Patriots. Tell me that's not the case. Knowing that the Patriots play the Bengals tomorrow. Tell me that's not the case. You didn't come to rub it in. You say doing well? Okay, okay. Tell your team to take it easy on us. Tell your team to take it easy on my Patriots tomorrow. Let's see. She says black medicine, and just like our season doesn't mean what it could have, losing to NIU, and so that's a major loss. If you're gonna lose one, then perhaps lose to A&M. I can get that. You could have came back from that, but losing to NIU, what? Like, yeah, there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back. Like, you guys have been sent to the shadow realm and stuff like that. There's no coming back from that. And so that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. But Michael says doing well. And so I know with those Bengals and stuff like that, you were probably thinking, you know what? Let me show up. So that way when the Bengals beat the JB's Patriots and stuff like that, I'll remember that. So I know what the strategy is. But I'm glad to hear that everything is going good with you and glad to have you back. This is JB's second stream of the day today. Again, North Carolina State with the football right now. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 39-yard line of Tennessee. McCall in the pocket, feeling the rush. They bring him down for the sack. They bring him down for the sack. Third down coming up, and it's going to be third and long. Third and about 16. What a big-time sack there for Tennessee. That's exactly what the defense needed right there, was to get in there and make a sack. And you look at the tackle, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The guard, look at him. He lost that battle 3 times in a row. Wow. Let's see. RC says, JB, I guess we should just lose out. Well, let's not forget that you guys do have Florida State in the schedule. It's not the end of the world. It's one bad game. You guys have bounced back. JB would tell you if you guys were not going to bounce back, but you guys have bounced back. But still, that hurts. That hurts. All right, but the incomplete pass there near the sideline. So 4th down coming up, 4th and 17. And so that's going to bring out the punt unit. Let's see. Black Medicine says that Louisville is going to get it in that later when they play Notre Dame. And so, oh, man. RC says, our New England wins 42-6 tomorrow, said no man who ever existed. And so that's why we play the games. That's why we play the games and stuff like that. We saw what NIU did today and stuff like that. This is why we play the games, especially in the NFL. Upsets do happen. Upsets do happen. Even the worst teams in the league get a W every once in a while. So let's just see how things play out first. Let's see how they play out. But speaking of play out, we're finally going to get to see Tennessee quarterback Nico come out here for the offense. We haven't seen Tennessee offensively yet so far in this one, as North Carolina State, they did a great job of maintaining the possession, but ultimately came away empty-handed. So we're going to get to see Tennessee now offensively when we come back from the commercial here and see what they can do for the first time offensively on this drive and see if they can put some points on the board and be the first one to get some points on this one. We're going to get to see, again, football, a game of matchups. So let's see how Tennessee looks against this North Carolina State Wolfpack defense when we come back. But since we're at the commercial, this is the absolute perfect time. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and press that like button. And if you're someone new, come in the chat and let us know who you're rooting for in this one and stuff like that, and some of your favorite teams and stuff like that, whether it's the NFL, whether it's, college football, just sports in general and stuff like that. We talk about a lot of sports. Black says, tank for transfer portal. Does it have some type of priority or something like that? Tank for the transfer portal? Oh, man. And let's see. RC says, can we say NIU is the truth yet? JB, rumors are that the NIU running back, Ontario Brown, has NFL draft type of problem. We cannot say that about NIU. I'm sorry. Just like I said, let's pump the brakes and stuff like that. When Georgia Tech had beat Florida State, because we saw Georgia Tech just lose to Syracuse and all like that. For NIU, we're not going to do anything crazy like that. We're not going to do. Now, can they have a better season than what they've had, in previous years? We can say that. JB feels good saying that. Yeah, we perhaps, they can make a bowl game, but to say that they're the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Come on now, RC. Come on now. Come on, man. Stop the cap now, RC. I get it. I get it. We want to make it seem better there for them, but nah. Truth is, if they make it to a bowl game there, that'd be a good season for them. And they can do that. They can do that. But we've seen this from Notre Dame. This is Notre Dame typical behavior. A couple years ago, they got upset by Marshall at home and stuff like that. Now, they did right the season later on, but early in the season, Notre Dame is susceptible about that, it seems like. They just will lose a few early on. Texas A&M, I'm going to tell you a little shocker. JB don't believe that they real either and stuff like that. I looked at both teams, and my honest opinion is that both teams, quarterbacks, they were lacking in that game. They're all they are going to do is win some of the games that's on their schedule there, and it is what it is. But they're not a top tier team. A&M is not a top tier team, and so let's see. Braden says pick 6, Nebraska. Oh my word! Oh my word! What's the score now in that one? I know I picked Nebraska to win, but dang it, is it going to be one-sided? Because you guys aren't telling me anything good right now that's happening with Colorado so far. Let's see. RC said, JB, no, not that type of seriousness. They won't be a 12 team, a 12 playoff team though. And so, yeah, you're right. You're right. They won't. They won't. But nah, JB's just fired up. That's it. JB's just fired up right now. Let's see. Braden says 14-0. Is Colorado moving the ball? Because I'm not hearing anything from Colorado. What's going on other than the fact that they're being sacked? Like, other than the fact that they're being sacked. All right, but here we go for Tennessee from their own 15-yard line in the shotgun. It's a run play. And he's going to pick up about 3 yards there on the play. That's going to make it 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Tennessee Volunteers offensively with 8 minutes to go in this one. Again, still scoreless right now. Black says, wait, Braden, what's the score? He says, is Colorado losing? Colorado's losing according to them 14-0. That's right. So when JB picked Nebraska to win, maybe JB knew something. Oh my gosh. He dove on the guy like that, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. So Tennessee offensively, you don't want to go 3 and out. You don't want to go 3 and out. Can they get a first down here, or will North Carolina State defense come up big here and get the offense back to football? Let's find out. And let's see, RC says, Shador, chill, fam, before your NFL stock drops. He says, problem Rado. And so, problem Rado. I like that one. All right, 3rd and 7. Again, first quarter with 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Shotgun formation here. We got 3 receivers, 1 tight end to play, 1 back. Nico for the run. Nico scrambling. And he's going to get the first down using his legs there before he goes out of bounds there. Excellent job there on the play. Picked up about 12 yards on the play. And that North Carolina State sideline, they got a little something to say to him. But that's a big time run there for 12 yards. Gets you a first down there. And that's what you need to keep the drive going. RC says, Braden, that's bars. What did Braden say? What did Braden say? Oh, you're talking about what you said? Okay, gotcha. All right, so that run right there by Sampson, he's going to pick up a good 12 yards there. So Tennessee on the ground right now, moving the football here with 7:15 to go here in the first. Running back, got to put his cleat back on. 7:08 to go here in the first quarter. From their own 42-yard line. Still 0-0 this score. Tennessee first offensive drive here. Fakes to the back. Nico. Rush around him. Running. Takes on the contact there and picks up about 3 yards there on the quarterback run. 6:50 left to go here in the first. 2nd down coming up. Let's see, RC says, JB, what's with people? You say someone in the chat room on YouTube just called him Sewer Sanders. What can I say? Everybody is bold and stuff like that on social media and creative, I guess. I see the Commanders put Marcus Mariota on IR. I didn't even know he was on the Commanders, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I did not realize Marcus Mariota was on the Commanders. All right, 5 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 7 here. Fakes it to the back again. Nico moving around, still looking downfield. Gonna end up running there and picks up maybe 2 yards there. All right, so Nico right now having to use his legs here. Up, there is a flag. There is a flag. Oh, man. And that time, you see the lineman went down there, of course, defending their quarterback. Let's see, Black says Milroe's getting destroyed. The O-line can't stop a bowling ball with a bulldozer. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is not good for you guys. Oh, man. Do keep me up to date with that one, Black Medicine. Especially if Milroe scores any touchdowns or anything like that. Keep me updated with anything significant that's going on with Milroe in this one. Now, again, they are discussing the penalty here. Got to discuss everybody that's involved here. What took place? Who started it? Who did what? Ooh. And again, football is a very emotional game there, but the team that makes the least amount of mistakes usually end up in the best position. All right, so the referees have sorted this one out here. And again, that's what happened. Quarterback, goes to the sideline. Somebody takes exception to the fact that he gets hit near the sideline. Oh, wow, look at that. They just drug. Those two guys just ended up just drugging him there to the sideline. I mean, basically taking him to the bench at that point. And Big 74 is like, let me out of there. Braden says 14-0, Nebraska. And so, okay. Braden says, Allen Madison up 7-3. And so let's see. Black says, well, at the moment, we're about to go down 10-7. Oh man, what is it about South Florida with you guys right now lately? What is that? What is that about? 3rd and 3. Nico feeling pressure, throws it deep. Oh, incomplete. Incomplete. A little more touch would have been nice, but he had pressure, so incomplete. AG, what's good? What's good? AG says, what up, JB? And so, man, I tell you what, JB is having a fantastic day today. Fantastic day today. But man, yeah, Nico took a hit there. If he'd have put a little bit more touch on that ball, that could have very well possibly been a touchdown. But he needed to put a little bit more touch on that one as it was too far in front. Let's see. RC says, Braden, this is eye-opening, but not really for Colorado. All right, 4th and 3, punts on the way. It just goes to show you, it's like JB said, you got to pay attention. You can't just go off a team name and what they did last year, even if they played each other last year and stuff like that. The Nebraska we saw last year and the Nebraska that they have out there this year, two different teams and stuff like that. Now, how different? That's what we're going to find out. That is what we're going to find out. And again, we're right now currently here at the commercial. But you guys tell me, what was the biggest shocker, the biggest upset today of all the upsets that happened? Even if it was a really close game and it was just surprising, what was the biggest surprise today in college football so far? I know we still got games playing, but so far from the earlier games, what was the biggest surprise? Braden says, yeah, they can't protect Sanders at all. Ah, man. RC says, JB, we didn't deserve to win. You say Marcus Freeman is now on the ropes. And so, oh, yeah. Let's see. Randy says, once again, play calling. Wow. You said, who made that call in the zone for Colorado? And so, oh, man, so the play calling is bad down there, man. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. Wow. Kenneth says, what's for dinner tonight? And so, oh, man, that's a very good question. Very good question. Your boy's thinking maybe some type of salad or something. I feel like keeping it, healthy probably today. So some type of salad would be good. Black says, USF, I'm gonna get removed from the schedule quick. Add Mercer back. Go back to playing Mercer. Oh man. And again, if you're just tuning in right now, we're currently at the commercial, so we're not missing anything right now. But when we come back, it'll be the North Carolina State Wolfpack with the offense here for the second time. First time out there, they did move the ball. They moved the ball pretty nicely and all of that. They were picking up key first downs or third down, but they were not able to come away with points once McCall got sacked on that key second down, then it made it 3rd and long. So the key for Tennessee is to try to get some pressure on McCall, especially on those 2nd and 3rd down situations, and prevent him from having time to find his guys. Braden says Notre Dame losing is the biggest surprise. Okay. And so let's see. RC says, JB, plus I feel like Notre Dame scheduled NIU because they thought they were going to roll them and they ended up taking you guys out. And so I agree. I agree. Black says NIU. Okay, and again, we're still right now at the commercial, but if you're just tuning in, you have just enough time to go ahead and press that like button. And hey, might as well subscribe to the channel because this is what we do. Earlier today, we also did earlier today, we covered, an earlier game earlier today, which for some reason JB's having a brain fart right now to remember who it was that played earlier. It was so unrememberable. Oh, that's right, the Texas and Michigan game. And so that we did stream that one earlier. And your boy's going to be back again tomorrow for Sunday Night Football between the Rams and the Lions in that one. Now, you know that was going to be a good one there. That was going to be a good one. A lot of offense, I feel like, and a lot of coaches having to make key decisions. Whoever outcoaches the other, that's who's going to win tomorrow's matchup between the Rams and the Lions, in which, of course, how do you follow up a great day of college football with a great day from the NFL? Absolutely. Braden says, Raylor missed the wide open receiver. Braden says soon Braden Freeman is going to be the ghost in the image of Tyrone Willingham. And meanwhile, from their own 8-yard line right now. So NC State offensively, tight end goes in motion, going to hand it to the back, and the back off the left guard is going to pick up about 2 yards due to pure effort on that one. He fought hard to pick up 2 yards there. 5:18 to go here in the first quarter. Ooh, Black says that he is really Togger 2.0. Oh, man. Insane. As Darcy says, yes, JB, I was talking to you too. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. Receiver goes in motion here. McCall throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And of course, you don't want to have to punt the ball from this deep within your own end zone. So very big 3rd and 9 right now, because if you end up having to punt the ball, odds are Tennessee will start off with great field position, and you don't want to help them out. You don't want to help them out. So a big 3rd and 9 coming up. AG says, JV, who's your favorite NFL team? The Patriots. My favorite NFL team, AG, is the New England Patriots. All right, 3rd and 9. Again, first quarter, 4 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. This one's still scoreless, but wait a minute. There is a flag. Wow, so just out there shooting themselves in the foot there. That flag against Tennessee. That's not going to make life easier. RC says, what a horrendous day to be an Irish fan. You said, JB, I feel like someone threw 3 Boston cream pie cakes in your face. Oh, man. All right, but 3rd down here after the penalty. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. He gets the snap. McCall's going to run. McCall picks up 2 yards there on the quarterback run. That's it. That's it. That is going to bring up 4th down. So Tennessee defense holds firm. And this should result in great field position for the Tennessee Volunteers in this one. Oh, man. Let's see. Black Medicine says Clemson scored 7-0 against the Tender App State Mountaineers. How did they score? How did they score? How did they score? All right, 4th and 11. Punts on the way. So you got the punt. Let's see how good of a punt it is. Has him backing up. Gets it from his own 39. And he fair caught it. So not a bad punt indeed. You'll take it. You'll take it. So now we'll get to see Tennessee for the 2nd time offensively for them coming up again here in the first quarter. I was about to say, are they showing volleyball there on the highlights? And so, all right, let's see. Randy says Colorado and Michigan should combine to make a varsity out of 2 JV teams for sure, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Might as well throw Iowa up in there as well, man. But, oh, man. Penn State's lucky they survived their matchup earlier. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Volunteers. Nico throws it, gets the completion. That's going to be 10 yards and a 1st down. So he picks up the 1st down there for Tennessee. Excellent call, excellent play, excellent catch. They're now at the 48-yard line here, the Volunteers. Let's see, Braden says Allen Medicine. Meanwhile, Nico throws it there, gets the completion. First guy brings him down. He's approximately about 4 yards shy of that 1st down marker. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Again, we're still scoreless in this one. Still scoreless right now in this one. 0-0. And RC says, New Year, same buffs. Throws it, Gets the completion. That's a first down. Still on his feet, trying to fight forward there. And with the help of 76, excellent job there with the help there. That gave him an extra 2-3 yards there on the play with 3:25 to go here in the first. Excellent job picking up that first down. So Tennessee right now moving the ball through the air here. This is what I was expecting to see. Kenneth said to give us a shocker. The Pitt beat Cincinnati 28-27. That was a surprise that they came back. Throws it. Oh, excellent screen. Excellent screen. Takes on the contact and picks up the first down. They are trucking now. They're at about that 24-yard line-ish of North Carolina State. So now, Nico getting it going offensively. Let's see. Braden says they scored by swiping right, JB. I see what you did there. All right, quick pass. Caught. DB gets him. The DB gets him, says, no, thank you. You're not about to keep this quick pass stuff up. No, thanks. Phoenix in the building. What's good with you? Phoenix says, what's good, JB Nation and members? How are you today, Phoenix? I know that you've got to be feeling really good to see them Chiefs get that W. I'm sure the whole community down there is buzzing. They're talking 3P. I know that's what they're saying. And then Kansas State came away with the W today. So I know what they're saying. 2:05 here in the first. It's a running play. Running back. Trying to find a hole, but he's going in the wrong direction. He's got all the right moves in all the wrong places. Third down coming up. Oh, yeah, that time, yeah, just wrong. Pressing all the wrong buttons there. So third down coming up. 3rd and 14. With a minute 48 left to go here in the first quarter. We're still scoreless right now. Can Tennessee find a way to get the first? If not, perhaps we'll get a field goal attempt. It's looking like North Carolina State wants to bring some pressure on that right side. That's something that he's got to take account for here. Now, they could be bluffing, but he's got to be ready. So that time, yeah, make sure the running backs on that right side in case they do bring pressure there off that right side. Let's see. North Carolina State. Oh, excellent job. Just dumping it there to the running back, and the running back still trying to make it do what he do. He's still on his feet, and somehow he got the first down. What an excellent play call. And hey, everything is great when it works, right? Everything is great when it works. Oh, man. Black Medicine says, Braden, that is too good. That is too good. Oh, man. Let's see. Phoenix says, bad day. You say USA lost to Canada's men's national soccer. You say you was live at the match here in case. Oh, man. 2-1. Jay, we didn't even know that. Oh, man. That's bad. That's bad. Meanwhile, Nico on his drive, 6 of 6 with 55 yards here. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Hands it to the back, and the back find the hole there. Fighting forward for about 3 yards there on the play. Second down coming up. Now, they can take this one to the end of the quarter if they would like. They can certainly take this one to the end of the quarter. Again, that was Dylan Sampson there with a 3-yard run there. Now, they can take it to the end of the quarter. Let's see if that's what they do. Snaps it. Feeds it to the back, and the back. Oh, my goodness. He's going to score a touchdown. So that is a touchdown. So Dylan Sampson dials it in there for the touchdown run of 9 yards, and Tennessee strikes first. How about that for the Volunteers? Phoenix says, still a good day overall. Well, I'm happy to hear it, Phoenix. I am happy to hear it. I just remembered. I think time change is going to be happening sometime real soon. I got to see what day time changes on. Black Medicine, talk to me. What's going on with the Bama and South Florida game? I see that it's 7-6 right now, but what's going on? Phoenix says he is here for Tennessee. Braden says, thanks, Black Medicine. Oh, man. Cameron Rising hurt his hand in the game for Utah earlier. Hope he's okay. Was there any significant injuries that anybody heard about today in college football? Any injuries that stood out? Because, of course, I've seen for most of these games, I've seen highlights and stuff like that. But did any injuries happen? Of course, never hoping for injuries, but I was curious as to see if any other key injuries had happened. Braden says Shiloh Sanders got hurt. Oh man, I hope he's okay. It's just like I guess this just recently happened. Y'all got me concerned now. Y'all got me real concerned. And the moment I start to look for the game is when the tablet tells me, "Hey, bruh, we about to end on y'all soon." Oh wow, so Nichols, they're in a competitive. I guess I'll call it a competitive game there. I don't know, but all right, kickoff on the way. All right, so Black says that Bama is driving. AG says he's in right now. Is he not, Braden? And so, oh man, look at those Buckeyes go putting in the work, man. Putting in the work. Love to see it. On a day in which our arch rivals went out there and struggled, it's good to see my Buckeyes go out there and look good. Love to see it. Let's see. AG says, never mind. He was thinking Shador, not Shiloh. And so, okay, gotcha. All right, let's see. Black says the ego of many Michigan fans were injured today. I see what you did there. Receiver goes in motion, got to snap it quickly, and they do. It's a running play. However, he lost some yards on that one. He lost a good 5 yards on the play. Tennessee defense getting after it. They're getting after it. That's the end of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, Tennessee up 7-0. But there's still plenty of time, obviously 3 quarters to go. But right now, the Tennessee Volunteers, yeah, they're up 7-0 so far in this one. And Laney says, go Vols. Let's see. Black says, wait, Shiloh or Shador? It is Shiloh, the one that Braden said was hurt. So not Shador, Shiloh. Let's see, Shiloh. Let's see. Braden says, finally, Travis Hunter gets the ball. And so, oh, yeah, he's got to get the ball. Got to get the ball. He has got to get the ball. Absolutely. Well, that didn't help. All right, so JB's down basically the one at this point. So, but yes, second quarter, I see that Shador has 34 yards passing. I need more from him. Let's see, Black says the defensive back Shiloh is hurt, not the quarterback, right? You got money on him. Absolutely right. Absolutely right, Black Medicine. Absolutely right. The defensive back is the one that's hurt. And so, yes. But yeah, I mean, right now he's at 34 yards passing so far, and they're in the second quarter, but you know he's going to keep passing. So the volume will be there. They just got to figure it out. They just got to figure it out sooner rather than later. Braden says Sanders sacked again, number 4. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Wow. AG says Black Medicine, what did you bet on? And again, right now we're currently still at the commercial because it's the end of the first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books. 1 quarter in the books. So 1 quarter in the books here. Nico is 6 of 8 for 55 yards. Meanwhile, McCall is 6 of 10 for 37 yards there for North Carolina State passing wise. Yeah, I'm just over here like, I need Shador in the offense to get going. I need them to get going. But if the offensive line's not giving them time, that's really tough. That's really tough. Oh wow, Quentin Judkins for an 80-yard rushing touchdown for the Buckeyes. Let's go. All right, so Black Medicine says touchdown, Milrow. Okay. So he's got what, 2 touchdowns so far? All right, let's see. All right, so back to the action here to start off the second quarter. 2nd and 14, shotgun formation. Tennessee showing pressure. They send 5, quick pass completed. There is a flag, however, on the play. All right, let's see. Black says touchdown, Milrow. You said AG the over on his yards, passing yards. And he said how many yards? And so I believe that line was at 315.5. So he's got to get to 316 yards passing. Got to get to 316 yards passing. All right, 2nd and 19. Receiver goes in motion here. Throws it, gets the completion. So gets a nice little completion to get some of those yardage back here, but it's still going to be 3rd and long here. 3rd and about 13. Here in the second quarter. Let's see, you says 313.5, and it doesn't look like he has a chance. Not the offensive line doesn't protect. Not the offensive line doesn't protect. 2 rushing, yep. All right, 3rd and 12. And McCall tripped up. He gets brought down for the sack. So bring out the punt unit again here for the Wolfpack. Tennessee defense getting after it. Just getting after it. I would say for Sanders, he at least needs to try to get like in the hundreds, like by halftime. All right, 4th and 17. Punts on the way. Catch it from his own 24-yard line. Keeps his balance. He's at the 30. Slowing down at the 36-yard line, and that's where Tennessee will take over with the football here. Already leading this one 7-0 over the North Carolina State Wolfpack here. And let's see what Nico and the offense have in store for us this time here in the second quarter with 13:06 to go when we come back here from the commercial. All right, you say that you got Milrow over to 75.5 passing. He's at 92 yards right now, and you guys are still in the second quarter, right? How much time left in the second quarter? Samuel, what's good? What's good? He says, "Hey JB," he says, "Sorry, so sorry the live stream. You said you were sleeping, and so I got you. I got you. Understand that, but glad to have you here. Sometimes it happens to the best of us." Oh man, Phil Maffa broke out an 83-yard run, an 83-yard run for Clemson. Well, yep, these second window games just gonna call it a wrap. Just gonna call it a wrap. JB is done. Oh man, but again, still right now, currently here at the commercial. But yeah, so far in this one, I mean, we saw recently where, Tennessee offensively, with Nico and Sampson, all of them guys, they started to put it together as of recently here. So they're starting to wake up. That's good for them. And as for the Wolfpack here, too many, like we're seeing like the pressure getting to McCall here. They got to work on that offensive line. They're not able to really run the ball. Right now, my man, Jordan Waters, he's got 4 carries for -9 yards. I mean, it looks like he's running on water right now. And so, and not in the best way possible. Let's see. Samuel says, Ole Miss win. Okay. All right. So RC says, JB, who you got tomorrow night? You say you're taking the Rams. And so, yeah, I believe I picked the Rams to win that one. And I think Old had chose the Lions to win and stuff like that. Ultimately, I think it's going to come down to coaching. And I think Dan Campbell's going to risk it a little too much. And it's going to end up costing his team and stuff like that in that big matchup. But it'll be close. So I got the Rams also. Let's see. Samuel says football. Phoenix says -9. Ouch. And again, we're still at the commercial here, still at the commercial, but just now returning. And again, Tennessee up 7-0 right now in the second quarter with 13:06 to go here before halftime. All right, so let's see what Tennessee does here offensively. Brayden says Black get the counter out. Let's see. RC says go Bears. Got to keep Colbert healthy. And a nice carry here. Picks up about 8 yards on the play. Samuel says he's got the Rams tomorrow too. All right, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Nico throws it, gets the completion, and he is rumbling there. Excellent play. First down. And that one Tennessee fan looking for somebody to high five him. Y'all ain't had to do the man like that. All right, so it's at the 43-yard line here of Tennessee, their own 43-yard line. Again in the shotgun. To the running back. Up the middle, spins out of it, spins a couple times there. Picked up the first down there. Excellent carry. About 14 yards on the play. 12:09 to go here in the second. RC says Caleb. And look at the difference in total yards. Right now, Tennessee dominating that 133 to 25. That's wild. And they are in North Carolina State side of the football field. Their 43-yard line. Fakes the run. Nico has time. Throws it over the middle. Threw an interception. He threw an interception. That can certainly change this game with that interception. Oh my gosh, he got flipped on that play. But man, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Samuel says your vote for the Rams win money. And so, hey, he says that's going to give him some money there. That's what's up. That's what's up. Did you do like the total points there? Did you do the spread? What did you do for that one, for that bet? Let's see. RC says eating some stir fry right now. Share with the rest of us. Share with the rest of us. Black says Milburn, a massive touchdown run that got called back. And so, oh man. AG says Colorado about to score. But man, that was a big interception. Big interception there. But Nico, he's going to bounce back. He's going to bounce back. Let's see. Black says Nick Saban shaking his head in disapproval on the sideline. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation after that interception already on Tennessee's 47-yard line. Throws one up there, incomplete. There's a flag. There's a flag. There is a flag. AG says, you mean Nebraska? Oh, you mean Nebraska's for the score? I was about to say, okay, so Colorado's finally scoring, but nah, you mean Nebraska. And so, oh man, AG says Nebraska's up 21-0. Oh man, they're taking him to the woodshed. They're taking him to the woodshed. When it's all said and done, they're about to Debo all of their chains out there. Man, 21-0. 21. Can you do something for me? Braden says touchdown Nebraska. Wow. Let's see. RC says, with the prices of food, JB, we're going to have to take a bite and pass the fork. Who you kidding? Let's see. Samuel said the Texas win. Oh, yeah, Texas won. Final score of that one was like, what, 31-12 over Michigan? So, yeah, Texas did win. Meanwhile, Waters there, some positive yards there, picked up about 5 yards there on the play. Second down, coming up against second quarter with 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Tennessee on top, 7-0. Let's see. Braden says this is bad. RC says, Braden, what's up with your team? Samuel says, wow, I know, right? I know, right? That was a surprise. I mean, unless you watched the game there, then you realize what happened. But yeah, that was a surprise. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Fakes to the back, makes a guy miss, throws it, gets the completion. What an excellent job avoiding the rusher there and getting that pass and a completion and a first down with 10:32 to go here in the second quarter of play. Let's see. RC said Nebraska beat their brains out their heads and covered the field with them. Why so brutal, you say, JB? At least Notre Dame didn't get thrashed and stuff like that. And so, well, JB called it with Nebraska to win, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. And hey, you know, when Colorado, a team that's used to passing and stuff like that, can they get some points and stuff like that? They can certainly do that. They can certainly do that. But Nebraska's showing they're not that same Nebraska team from last year. RC says go back to Jackson State. Meanwhile, there is an injured player right now, an injured player down there for Tennessee. Medical staff will take a look at him. So we're currently back at the commercial here. But man, 7-0 is our score right now with Tennessee on top. But Nico threw an interception last drive, and North Carolina State right now, they're currently at the Tennessee 14-yard line here. So when we come back from the commercial for the injured player, we'll get to see if North Carolina State can go ahead and try to tie this up or get some points on the board coming up. Again, this is JB's second live stream today. Let's see. RC says, JB, you think he's overrated? And so when we say he, remind me who specifically are we referring to? Are you referring to Shador overrated, or who specifically are we talking about in terms of overrated? Just remind JB real quick here. And again, we're still right now currently at the commercial. But yeah, JB's next live stream will be Sunday Night Football, the Rams and the Lions. And so get that Sunday Night Football going. Hopefully by the time we have that one, JB's fantasy football team will hopefully be in better shape. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Really need that. Let's see. Let's see. RC says, JB, now I know why you steer away from the Colorado games and stuff. I mean, I cover different teams and stuff like that when I go through my thing and stuff like that. It's just, Like I get the hype that comes with it because, you know, because they promote themselves well. What does Colorado do very well? They promote themselves well on social media. In an age where everybody's addicted to social media, we love social media and stuff like that. We're obsessed with getting information. They give us all of that, everything that we can want from the inside. And then Coach Prime, he tells us, if you believe in stuff like that, it's gonna happen and stuff like that. Excellent job recruiting because he convinces them. A great salesman and stuff like that. Plus, not only is he a salesman, he actually had success. So he can certainly teach the superstars to be superstars. But the problem is the others and stuff like that. That defense and stuff like that. That's a problem and stuff. The offensive line, that's a problem. That's a well-known problem and stuff like that. And so you may have some exciting players, and so, a handful of exciting players, but the rest of the team, the gap between them and your opponent's team, that's going to show up in those big games. That's going to show up in those big games. Somebody asked me earlier how many games I had them winning this season. I said 5, being nice, thinking that, 5 or 6, being nice and stuff like that. I mean, we saw last year what happened. They are who we thought they were. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10. Quick pass. Caught by North Carolina State. All right, it's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards there in the play. Let's see. Simon says next month is October. Yes, next month is October. Oh, man. Oh, man. I wonder what does RC have in mind for Halloween? And so, but I mean, to be overrated and stuff like that, he's a great recruiter and stuff like that. But his problem is not necessarily being overrated because he does a good job at some things. The problem is he talks himself up too much and stuff like that. Now, you can talk all you want. There's nothing wrong with talking and stuff like that, but you set the expectations extremely high. You're talking about championships when really you should be talking about getting your team to a bowl game and stuff like that and building it one brick at a time, but you're telling us the finished product. His team might someday get there in like 4 or 5 years if he can keep recruiting what he wants to do and stuff like that. But you know, that's pretty much how it is. That's pretty much how it is. And so let's see. But yeah, so I'm gonna say that there are some aspects that he just sets the expectation too high. So that's what I'm gonna say. And let's see. All right, she says Colorado. All right, so 3rd and 5 right now. 3rd and 5. McCall on the move. Up and there's a flag. There's a flag. So let's see the flag. All right, so with 9 minutes to go in a second. Again, Tennessee up 7-0. That flag's on the offense there. Gonna back him up there. Back him up 5 yards. Belton's like, it wasn't me. Clearly it was. So, oh man. Let's see. All right, so this will be a 24-yard field goal attempt here for the Wolfpack. All right, so Black Medicine, I'm at number 49. Let's see if I can reach 100 by the end of this one and stuff like that. I'm going to try to aim for more than 100 before it's over. All right, so on 4th and 3, 24-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, kick is good. So they come away with 3 points and stuff like that. here in a second with 9:04 to go. Tennessee up in this one, 7-3 with the Wolfpack. Get on the scoreboard here. Let's see. Phoenix says the new Beetlejuice 2 movie was good. And so, oh man, I got to see it. I got to see it, Phoenix. I got to check it out. JB's got to check it out. JB's got to check it out. But yeah, again, that drive started thanks to an interception. So that resulted in 3 points. Interception is one of the quickest ways to let your opponents get some points. They take away points from you and they give it to your opponent. Let's see. RC says, JB, I'll be back. Let me go and watch these post-game pressers from Marcus Freeman, as well as the presser from NIU head coach Thomas Hammock. And so, okay, absolutely. All right, kickoff on the way. Kenneth says, you're eating dinner tonight, pizza and pork chops. Pizza and pork chops. Okay, Kenneth, I see you. I see you. What type of pizza? Absolutely. Because I like pizza and stuff like that, so let's see. Braden says he's found someone for us to raid there. Okay. You should be behind now. That's 52, Braden. 52 and stuff like that. All right, 3 seconds on the play clock. Looks like, is the play clock wrong? Again, 9:04 here in the second. Tennessee up 7-3. And the flag there. Braden says the Colorado kick blocked. Oh man, that's terrible. That's terrible. That is terrible. All right, for their own 20-yard line. Feeds it to the back here, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. So 8:55 to go here in a second. Let's see. Kenneth says veggie pizza. Okay. Okay. From their own 22-yard line. Looking, throws one deep, has a man, and gets the catch. And so he was able to run that one down there for a big completion. Wow. What a big play there from Nico to the Tennessee receiver. That time it was a slot receiver near the sideline. Excellent job there making a play. Even by NFL standards, that would have been a catch there by Mr. White. So now the ball in North Carolina side. Oh my goodness, look at the running back breaking loose here to the 19-yard line. So Tennessee, they've got points on the brain. Let's see. Braden says, when would be the right time to post the link? And so it's got to be halftime. It's got to be halftime and stuff like that. So, and there it goes again. But it's got to be halftime. All right, brought down. All right, so second quarter with 7:36 to go in the second. Again, 2nd and 10 coming up. 8:78. All right, let's see. So run and play off the right side. All right, picks up 6 yards there. 7:12 to go in the second. All right, so 3rd and 5. Let's see. Black says the Shador is going to ruin 2 of your lines. And so, yeah, I'm already messed up. I'm already messed up with mine, so throws it incomplete. Incomplete. So that's going to bring out the special teams unit because it's 4th and 5 here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 36 seconds to go. How many yards does he have right now, Black Medicine? How many yards does he have right now? All right, it's going to bring out the field goal kicker here for the Vols, a 32-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up and it is good. So tack on 3 more points and the Tennessee Vols lead this one 10-3 here in the second quarter with 6 minutes 33 seconds to go. And again, the next live stream will be tomorrow between the Rams and the Lions. But we are currently right now here at the commercial, and I think that JB's tablet is on its last leg right now. Once again, charged it the entire time in between the first one, but it's still on its last leg here. I see that the Fight and the Illini are up 13-10 versus the Kansas Jayhawks in the third quarter over there. And so when we come back, Tennessee will be kicking the ball off, and we will see what McCall can do with the Wolfpack here on their next possession. Still 6 minutes and 36 seconds till we reach halftime. All right, so just waiting to get back to the action here, coming from the commercial with the perfect time. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and press that like button. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe as well to the channel, as this is something that we do routinely. As of right now, the only day that JB has lined up where he currently does not do a live stream is Tuesday. But every other day so far, we've got live streams. And on Saturdays, we've got multiple ones. Let's see, Kenneth says, all right, so Kenneth says 51 points is the spread between the Lions and the Rams. And so I'm anticipating a high scoring game in that one. I am. All right, let's see. Phoenix says that Jayhawks basketball is going to be good with transfer Zeke Mayo. That dude is good. And so, all right, talk to me a little bit about him. I don't pay as close attention to, college hoops as I would like to and stuff like that. But where is he transferring from? Let's see. Black says, Braden, we are not rating Caitlyn Jenner's underwear drops. You say you draw the line there. Oh, man. All right. So we're finally back here from the commercial. I see Wisconsin beat South Dakota 27-13. All right. Kickoff on the way. No return. So now McCall, any offense coming out here, trying to make it do what it do. Let's see. Phoenix says South Dakota to KU. He's a local Kansas City kid. Glad he's coming home. And so, oh, that's great. What year is he in? What year is he in? All right, and McCall's going deep. Oh, what a nice big time play to the 47. All right. Hands it to the running back up the middle. Oh, man, a lot of space there. Just fights for it all the way to the 32-yard line. So 32-yard line and a first down. Let's see. Black says Florida State reached out to you for for coaching advice. You said they saw my road to glory mode run when you turned Baylor into a national championship team. Runs to the right side. Oh, excellent blocking there. Picked up the first down by picking up 11 yards. But wow, that was just superb blocking. 5 minutes to go before we reach halftime. Samuel says soon open day deer hunting. And so, okay, Samuel. Okay. Phoenix says sophomore, 6'4" point guard that can score too. And so nice. Nice. All right, so current drive here. Currently at the 20-yard line of Tennessee. A touchdown can tie it. Gets the snap. Hands it to the running back. And the running back making good moves there. Picks up about 4 yards on the carry. Second down coming up. And again, the score right now, Tennessee up 10-3. But right now, the Wolfpack moving the football with 4:08 to go here in the second quarter. And if they can get a touchdown, they can tie it. And they are in the red zone at Tennessee's 16-yard line. Fakes it to the back. Tried it. Oh my goodness, he threw it. He threw an interception. He threw it to the wrong team. He threw it to the wrong team. He's running. He's running. He's running all the way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He took it all the way to the casino. He took it all the way to the casino. Oh my goodness. A pick six. McCall wishes he can call that one back. The faces of the Wolfpack. It is common amongst wolf packs to turn on the leader of the pack when he's leading them down the wrong path. My goodness. Oh my goodness. A huge mistake. We're talking about potentially tying it, or even a field goal would have made it like 10-6, but now you gift wrapped him. You gift wrapped it to Mr. Brooks, and he brooked it. He brooked it. Wow. Phoenix says, Samuel, you see the pic of the deer that got hit by lightning? And so, oh man, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one. Let's see. Black Medicine says that Shador just got busted. Oh man. man. Braden says Sanders sacked again. Samuel says, what YouTube video? So is there a YouTube video for it? All right, and again with 3 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Let's see. Kenneth says, what kind of pizza do I like? I usually love pepperoni pizza. I usually love pepperoni pizza, but lately it seems like the sausage pizza has been getting my call a little bit more as of late. So I'm gonna say that. Let's see. Mr. JB says, what about those hurricanes? And so, well, I mean, nobody's mentioned them today because who are they playing again? Like what, Florida A&M and stuff like that? There's a lot of teams out there that's, dominating and stuff like that. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, they're in a good position. They're in a good position, but I mean, look at Clemson today against Appalachian State in the second quarter. Clemson's winning 42-0, 42-0 over Appalachian State early in the second quarter. And we know that Clemson can't score like that, but against Appalachian State, they're out there scoring. They're out there scoring. And so, absolutely. And so, Black says, fam, you. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I just noticed myself that Clemson loading it on Appalachian State early in the second quarter, already up 42-0, out of hand, out of hand. I'm telling you what, though, these tablets put up their best defenses within like 10 minutes of the battery. I wish they'd do that throughout the entire time. Is anybody seeing that LSU seems like they're struggling a little bit with Nicholls State? So oh wow, bad decision there. Oh my goodness. Just a series of terrible decisions there by the Wolfpacks. And that's going to start them off deep within their own territory now, trailing 17-3. Let's see. Black says targeting in Colorado is making Nebraska look like Burrow at LSU. Well, I am happy that I did select Nebraska to win that game and stuff like that versus Colorado, but I never thought it was going to be this big of a beatdown. I'm sure they can close the gap in the second half, but man. All right, so running play off the right side, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up with 3:15 left to go here in the second quarter. And Tennessee leading 17-3 thanks to that pick six that McCall threw the last time out there. All right, from their own 8-yard line. Oh, wow, okay. So he's going to take it to about that 15-yard line, 15, 16-yard line. It's going to get third and short coming up. All right, 3rd and 2. Here in the shotgun. McCall looking, throws it short to the back. The back makes a one-handed catch, makes one guy miss, but he's brought down by the second guy back at the line of scrimmage there. Excellent job there by the Tennessee Volunteers defensively to stop him on third down and to force a punting situation to come up here on fourth down. And again, the 2-minute mark. So at the 2-minute mark there, excellent job by Tennessee defensively. Defense coming up huge here in the first half for Tennessee. Let's see. Black says, "Oh my God, that touchdown from Nebraska! Another touchdown! Another one! Oh my goodness!" AG says Nebraska 28-0. Oh my goodness! Am I glad I did not choose that game? Let's see. Black says, "Bruh, 28-0. How? Oh my goodness!" Braden says touchdown Nebraska. Black says you got to see it. Randy says, "Look out, Big Ten. Nebraska is coming. They are coming." Could it be that? Could it be a little bit of a combination of Colorado defense being that bad back-to-back weeks? Some bad beats? But man, you're right though. You're right though. Like, hey, you can't overlook them. Somehow Braden's not happy about this. Braden, talk to me. Why did this pleasure there? What's wrong? Oh man. All right, again, still at the commercial, coming back from the 2-minute mark sometime soon here in the second quarter with Tennessee up 17-3. And when we come back, North Carolina State is going to be punting the ball. So we'll see Tennessee run their 2-minute offense shortly. All right, again, still right now, currently here at the commercial. And just a reminder that the next live stream is going to be tomorrow between the Rams and the Lions. So I've got that one already set up. And we've also got Monday Night Football already set up as well in terms of the Jets and the 49ers. All right, let's see. Kenneth says, "What is my favorite movie and candy?" When it comes to favorite movies, I don't necessarily know if I have a go-to favorite movies. I'm the kind of person I'll watch it one time and then I probably won't return to it again and stuff like that if it's a movie. And generally, I don't usually have a lot of free time to just spend on movies because my day is always jam-packed. So I don't think I have an answer for that. But my favorite candy is a tie between Reese's Cups and also Paydays. Those two would probably be a tie for me in terms of my favorite candy. Let's see. Randy says all starts. Let's see. Black says his offensive line needs that coverage that he keeps bragging about on the Aflac commercials with Nick Saban. What? Braden says because Nebraska looks good. And so, well, hey, I mean, that's the objective, right? That's the objective for a team to improve each season. Black says he likes Norbit. Absolutely not. Black says the paydays are for serial killers. Running play. And he's still on his feet, brought down after picking up about 8 yards there on the carry. 135 to go here in the second quarter. Runs it again up the middle, another first down. So finding some successes here on the ground. Another 8-yard pickup there. 121 to go here in the second. Phoenix says you always keep a payday candy bar in your boat cooler on tournament days. Phoenix gets it. Phoenix gets it. Phoenix gets it. All right, let's see. All right, so that was a penalty on a play. Let's see if that one gets called back. Let's see. Kenneth says, what was that sound earlier? And so, yeah, Kenneth, so that was indeed one of the smoke detectors that batteries were dying, but there was two smoke detectors about 5 feet apart from each other. So wasn't sure which one it was at first. So after the stream, I was able to go and look and figure out which one it was and stuff like that. Let's see. Black says that Bama just fumbled the opening kickoff. What's going on? And Phoenix says the Reese Cup in the freezer when you get home. He gets it. Yes, he gets it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great minds think alike. All right, so 1st and 10 right now. 52 seconds here before halftime. Tennessee Vols with the football from the 39-yard line here of North Carolina State. North Carolina State, will they send pressure up the middle? Ball's thrown, and that's going to be a loss of some yards there, or incomplete, one of the two. 33 seconds. Again, Tennessee up by 2 touchdowns. They'd love to get at least another 3 points. Obviously, aiming for a touchdown, but another 3 points, they'll be very happy with that. Again, 2nd and 21, but a timeout called. So that's what stopped the clock with 33 seconds. Vols up by 14 points, 17-3. And again, that pick six really did hurt North Carolina State. The interception that Nico threw for Tennessee, that resulted in the 3 points that North Carolina State has. But hey, North Carolina State gifted them back with a touchdown. He said, I'll one up your turnover. That's what he did. 2nd and 26. Let's see. AG says Colorado missed a 61-yard field goal. Things just aren't looking good for him. I'm waiting for some positive news from you guys for them, but it all sounds bad. For someone that can't necessarily watch what's going on over there, it sounds really gloomy right now for them. All right, but here we go. Again, the 41-yard line of the Wolfpack here. 2nd and 21. 3 seconds on the play clock. Receiver goes in motion. And another stoppage of play here. This time a flag. Oh, they take away the flag there. Okay. Timeout, second timeout. So the Wolfpack called a timeout. Black says 61. They are trying to be Notre Dame, I guess. Wow. And again, timeout just called there by the Wolfpack on defense there because they certainly don't want to give up any more points right now. All right, so fresh off the timeout, Nico and the offense. They want to get some more points here before halftime, but got to protect the football in the process. They're already at the 41-yard line of the Wolfpack here. 33 seconds and 2 timeouts to work with. Receiver goes in motion, looking, quick pass. Caught by the receiver. Got to make somebody miss. Makes the first guy miss. Following this blocker. They're fighting for every yard he can get on the play. 25 seconds right now. 23 seconds. Should have called a timeout immediately. All right, second timeout. So they got one timeout remaining here. Again, trying to get some more points here before they happen. That was a nice pickup for him. That was a nice pickup for him there. Picked up like 8 yards there on the play. Brandon, what's good with you? What's good with you? Brandon says that he loves watching North Carolina State lose and stuff like that. What's good with you, Brandon? How are you? And so, yes, I understand the feeling there. Perhaps not so much for me for NC State there, but I certainly understand the feeling of watching some teams crumble. And man, today just made my day. Today was a great day. I am not going to lie. I can only hope that the NFL follows up and it helps my fantasy football team tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, 3rd and 13. Gonna go 5 wide on this play. They're at the 32-yard line of the Wolfpack here. 22 seconds and 1 timeout to work with for the offense. Changes it up. Snaps it. They're gonna run the ball. All right, so they're gonna pick up some nice yardage there. So you go ahead, run some time down, then you call a timeout, bring out your kicker, and if he converts, we're looking at a 20-3 halftime lead. All right, timeout call with 2 seconds remaining. All right, let's see. Brandon says the Tar Heels made you feel a little better today, and watching some ACC teams lose made you feel better. And so, okay. There's nothing like watching a team that you dislike to fall flat on their face and stuff like that. I get that. I get that. I get it. All right. So 2 seconds before halftime, that means special teams going to come out here, and Tennessee looking to tack on 3 more points here. Now, North Carolina State does have a timeout, so they could opt to try to ice them here. Again, this is a freshman here, Max Gilbert. So already connected on the field goal earlier. All right, let's see. A 45-yard field goal attempt. All right, timeout's going to be called here. Let them think about it a little bit longer. And so let's see. JJ, what's good? JJ says, yo, what up, JB? Sorry I missed the stream. And so, hey, I appreciate you coming through for this one. I understand. I understand. But how's your day been? Brandon says that Florida State downfall. Oh, man, Brandon. Oh, man, don't get me started on that one there. I mean, that's just another prime example of why each year and stuff like that, you got to really look at, okay, who's coming in and stuff like that. The guys that are there, you know, like there's a lot of change for them. A lot of guys left and stuff like that. So not the same team. They're not built like that. Some would say they're not like us. But that DJU fella, nope, not the answer. Not the answer. He honestly should have stayed where he was before. All right, but a 45-yard field goal attempt coming up, guys. 45-yard field goal attempt, and this will take us to halftime. Kick is up, and the kick, it is good. So 20-3 at the half. Tennessee leading this one. Some mistakes made in the first half here by North Carolina State. And so they got to go into halftime, try to come up with a better game plan for the second half. But man. Jada says, I made it up by showing up to this one. And so I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. And you say, good, Georgia destroyed the team 48-3. So you're happy about that? Okay. Okay. Kenneth says, how about love the quarterback news? And so, yeah. And so, good thing it's not for the entire year, but he will be out for some time. We just don't know how long and stuff like that. So, but definitely hoping a speedy recovery for him. Brandon says you were arguing the other day at work that Notre Dame wasn't no number 5 ranked team. Oh, I know you can't return. I know you can't wait to return back after that one, Brandon. I already know that. Absolutely. But right now, guys, Braden is about to drop a link here for the raid and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and raid this channel that Braden is about to drop in the link. So if you're here with us right now, be sure, press that link there and raid with us and stuff like that. And then we'll return back here after we go ahead and pop in for a second and raid. So Braden, go ahead and drop the link. Go ahead and drop the link. Hopefully we actually catch them still going, unlike last time with the first one. Phoenix says raid time. In the zone. What's good? You said, my guy, you at it again. And so you already know. You already know. So Braden has dropped the link here. We're going to go ahead and do this raid right now. I'll see you guys there. All right. All right. Appreciate that there, Braden. All right. Oh, man. All right. So coming through here for the raid. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see. Brandon says, how did that Texas Michigan live go? And so I'll tell you what, Brandon, actually it was pretty good. Like we had a good amount of viewers come through, and so we ended up with like more than 1,300 people viewed the actual live stream and stuff like that. So that was really good. Now I don't know how long each person stayed, but we had more than 1,300 people come through for that live. So that was the biggest one that we've had since the North Carolina Minnesota game, in which that one had like 4,900. So that was pretty good. Anytime we reach, the 1,000 mark or close to it, that's always great. So it was a great live, very entertaining and stuff like that. And so, yeah. Brandon says, how many Michigan fans were upset? And so, yeah, I mean, I'll put it this way: they handled it. They handled it about as good as I expected. I'll say that. I expected it to be a lot worse, but they handled it about as good as possible. All right. Absolutely. But yeah, that's how it was. So in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, man. Let's see. Braden said he's not looking at the chat. And so I get it. All right, let's see. So, oh yeah, now you know what? 2 days in a row. I think it's a sign, guys. I think it's a sign and stuff like that. We have good intent there, but I think it's a sign. All right, let's see. All right, so Inazzo says we good. Black Medicine's calling Braden out here. Brandon says Texas I have beaten Georgia this year. So you got them beating Georgia. Okay, I'll make my pick once it gets a little bit closer. I want to eye these guys a little bit more and stuff like that for both of them. And the Zoe says that Davis Warren is a pole man, Drew Aller. Oh man. Oh man. But you know what? I can see it. It didn't take much. It didn't take much. All it took me was a quarter and all like that. And I seen all I needed to see and stuff like that in the Zoe. I saw all that I needed to see. But tell me this in the Zoe, how much is it on Warren and how much is it on the coaching staff and stuff like that? Like how much do you put on each one? Braden says, I can't help it, Black. And so let's see. Black Medicine says that Bama fumbled again. Oh man, why are they fumbling? And so Aussie, what's good? What's good? He says, hey, how are you? How are you? And you say, let's go USC. And so, oh man, it's a good time to be an SC fan, ain't it? It's a good time for you. Let the good times keep rolling in. Oh man, like says it's UL Monroe all over again. It's happening to us. Brandon says that Clemson is killing App State. Cade trying to prove he ain't trash after the Georgia game. And so that's why you always got to be careful, right? That's why you always got to be careful because when these teams play a team that that they should beat and stuff like that, they pad the stats a little bit, and ain't nothing wrong with that, padding the stats. But we saw who he was against UGA. And if you're going to get where you're trying to get, you got to be able to do better in those type of games and stuff like that. I mean, some teams can go out there and you can drop 500 yards and stuff like that. But it ain't gonna matter if when your team needs you, you can't go out there and get them 220 and stuff like that. And so he says, fine. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. JJ says, JB, how's your fantasy team going? My fantasy team's going terrible. Flat out terrible. I've given up on this week. Flat out terrible. Let's see. And Zoe says, all on Warren. He's missing wide open receivers. The coaches don't trust him. It's very apparent that the coaching staff down there in Michigan does not trust Warren at all. You know what? I think that it's for good reason. It's for good reason. It is for good reason. AG says, what's the score of the Bama game? Let's see. Ossie says, you're a little concerned for SC. Was last week a fluke and stuff like that? I mean, I wouldn't be too concerned and stuff like that. From what I see, the offense is real. And the defense, I think, is pretty good too, because I feel like LSU's offense as well. I don't know overall as a team how good they are, but offensively, they're good. And so I would say if you're SC, I mean, you've got to be feeling good because I've got some real questions about Oregon, and I'm going to be watching that Boise State game later on to see, how they look in that one. But I got some questions for Oregon and stuff like that. So if you're SC, I'm saying why not us? Why not us in terms of finishing in the top three and stuff like that, in the Big Ten. So I wouldn't be too concerned. And I definitely don't think it was a fluke. I don't think it was a fluke. There are some teams that I thought was a fluke, but that USC win over LSU, I do not think it was a fluke because that quarterback is for real, and that's something that can translate to multiple games and stuff like that. Heck, the offense is for real. The talent is there, and so I knew one of the two teams were going to rise from that game, and it happened to be USC. So it was not a fluke. So I'd say feel good. I'd say feel good. Enjoy it. It's a long season. We just got a small sample size. But if you guys can stay healthy, you'll be there competing. You'll be there competing. That's for sure. Let's see. And the Zoe says, play Jaden Davis. He can't be no worse. At some point, y'all got to make that switch. At some point, y'all got to make that switch. But I tell you what, in the Zoe, this is what we'll do. You guys hold off till after the Ohio State game before you make that switch, all right? Wait till after the Ohio State game to make that switch, all right? You tell them JB said that. So, let's see. Kenneth says, let's talk about the scores of the late games and stuff like that. And so, yeah, we'll absolutely get around to that as well, for sure. Brandon says that Cam Ward is impressing you. The patience and confidence and awareness that he played with. I mean, he made one mistake early on. I get that, but he did a tremendous job. He showed me extreme poise, even on his scrambles. He didn't do like all these other guys that just runs into the defender and stuff like that. He thinks about the long-term game. He says the best way I can help this team is to stay healthy. And that's true. That is true. So I mean, but still, the poises that he makes, the touch that he puts on the pass and stuff like that, he was very impressive. Very impressive. And I mean, hey, he's got some good weapons too. That does help. Brandon says Miami is a team this year, you think? And so, okay. Black says touchdown, University of South Florida. Oh, man. ESPN Alert said, oh, man, but you say that Angel Reeves is out for the season? RC, why didn't you tell me this, RC, if you're there? Oh, man. How did that happen? RC says, people have us in the playoffs already. And so it's too early for that part right there, but it's going to be, a good competition. It's going to be a good competition. Football comes down from week to week because there can be times where you can play a team where you should beat, but you just play your worst ball. You just play your worst ball that week, and you got to make sure you don't do that against a team that can take advantage of it and stuff like that. So it's a long season, but as we continue to go throughout the season, JB will start to, have a better feel for who I feel like actually are the playoff teams and stuff like that. But they are certainly a contender for a spot. I'm willing to go that far. Brandon says that Nichols is holding in with LSU. And so, yep. And Izzo says, LOL. Black says Bama 14, USF 13. And so, let's see, Black says, that happened to us tonight. And you say that USF is taking advantage. And so, I mean, it sounds like y'all are out here fumbling through the roof here, fumbling through the roof right now. Oh, wow, look at that run there by Nichols. And so, oh my goodness, 23-21. LSU, what's going on? They still got those defensive problems from last year. Still got those defensive problems. Football is a game of matchup, guys. It's all about the matchups. And when you're a team that your defense is very suspect, look out. Look out. All right, so Aussie says he's about to give him some coffee. And so, all right, appreciate the heads up. As Aussie says, LSU still not over last week. And so, well, they better wake up fast. They better wake up fast. They better ask Florida State about that. They better ask Florida State about that and wake up fast. But that's how it is sometimes. You have a letdown and stuff like that in a big game. Then you come into this one still upset about it. Then you find yourself in a fight. And you don't want to be in a fight in a game like this. You don't want to take that chance to where they can actually pull it off. All right, but currently right now here, awaiting the start of the third quarter. Let's see, Black says Brian Kelly screaming as he leaves the field. His kick got blocked. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. He's probably thinking to himself about an escape route right now. Like, how can he get back to Notre Dame? Oh, man, screaming at the kicker. Oh, wow. Screaming at the kicker as he leaves the field. So, let's see. Brandon says that Connor Harrell looked good today for North Carolina. Didn't need Max. She said, but our defense was trash all day. And so, well, that's good that Connor looks better for the offense. Is Max out for the year, or is it more like isn't he out for the year, or is it just most of the season? All right, and again, we still got an entire second half to go. What is going on with the Colorado game? And again, JB's tablet, man. I tell you what, man, these tablets, they ain't nothing, y'all. Like these tablets. This is why Bill throws in tablets so much, man. They die so fast. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Charged it all day. All right, let's see. Samuel says, JB, tomorrow, you're asking if I'm going to live stream the Saints game. And so I will not be live streaming the Saints game. The only game tomorrow that I will be live streaming is going to be the Sunday night football matchup between the Rams and the Detroit Lions. And so, yeah, because I don't have NFL Sunday ticket. It's a waste of money for the most part. Well, for the whole thing, it's a waste of too much money. So unless they cut that price into a third of what they're asking for, JB will not be getting the NFL Sunday ticket. And so I will not be able to have access to actually watch the Saints game since I am not in Louisiana. So I won't, I likely won't get that game as a local channel and stuff like that. So let's see. RC says, JB, have you heard the breaking news yet? And so what you did this earlier to me, RC, but is it the one by chance about Angel Reese, perhaps? Is that what you're referring to? Is that the news we're referring to here? Let's see. Brandon says that Max won't be back until next year. He'll probably hit the transfer portal again, most likely, I would think. Kenneth says, looks like a little school is going to beat a college football pro team. Let's see. Brandon said he will play in his 6th year with us, but I didn't see anything to impress me. I said Connor was the better choice. And by the time the season concludes, the coaching staff should definitely realize that. RC says these tablets have a charging problem, just like Colorado, they're on empty. And so that's a good reference there. RC says Marcus Freeman ain't saying a real relevancy, really, JB. And so anything of relevancy. And so I figured coaches, when they lose, they don't drop knowledge. They just go out there and just be like, a lot of things went wrong. We didn't do this. We didn't. They just state the obvious. As RC says, the breaking news is Angel Reese is finished for the year. But why? I was actually going to ask you and stuff like that as to why. I figured that you would have the scoop in terms of what happened because I hadn't seen anything on my end here. So, but definitely, if you have the why, let us know. Let's see. Samuel says you got to go. Okay, so you're getting ready for tomorrow's game for the Saints at the Superdome in Louisiana. And so that's going to be a fun experience, Samuel. Like, I really hope that, everything goes great and stuff like that, and best of luck to your Saints tomorrow to come out there with the W. Good old Derek Carr and company versus Bryce Young in Carolina. As the RC says, Colorado 28-0. RC says, all I seen was a wrist injury. And so, so she had a risk. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Brandon says, so are we all over with the Colorado hype? Ooh, the question. The question right there. JB can't answer because JB was never on the Colorado hype. So JB can't speak to this. But to everybody else, this question that Brandon posed is a very real question. Is everyone done with the Colorado hype? Because all it takes is Colorado to get a win, and then it's right back. Then it's right back. And so, well, even though I can't speak to it, I would like to think that at least for right now, because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse and stuff like that throughout as the season continues to go on. is only going to get worse. A team with little to no defense, a team that provides a lot of ammo for the other team in terms of motivation because everybody wants to be the team to beat them. Normally, if you're a team of their caliber, you come in quiet. You might get upset a couple teams and stuff like that, but you come in already ready to poke the bear and stuff like that. You talk the talk, but you don't have the pieces to go out there and stuff like that and match it. No offensive line, which takes away what you do best in terms of passing and stuff like that. No type of run balance and stuff like that. Your running back is lucky if he gets 30 yards in a game and stuff like that because you're so dependent on the pass and one-sided and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. You look at the big games that they had throughout recent years. I mean, last year, even Colorado State. I mean, what team do we ever get excited about them beating Colorado State in overtime and stuff like that? TCU. I mean, I get it. Some people fell for that, but once we realized they were bad, I was like, hey guys, like, did we not see how bad TCU really is and stuff? Like, you hear me? And then this year. And so, I mean, come on, come on, come on. Other players, they have social medias too. They do and stuff like that. So they see what's going on. And so Kenneth says, who is Angel Reese? But I see that the chat told him, but yeah, she is a rookie player in the WNBA. And so RC says, your tablet's on 48%. Well, mine's at 8%. And so Jeremy says, meet UST at the Superdome in Louisiana. All right, so RC says he was never on that Colorado train. That just wasn't him. And so you said they're going to win 3 games this year. She says, I will take the Huskies over them, and I am not a Husky fan at all. All right, let's see. RC says, JB, oh yeah, he gonna say at the press conference, I really thought we behind these type of games. I snapped. I said, you thought wrong, buddy. Oh man, no, you didn't. All right, so let's see. And the Zoe says, you right, but Dion put light on Colorado. He did put light on Colorado. He did do that. But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna put it like this, all right? If you come up to JB, all right, let's say you come up to JB and you selling a car, right? So JB got a bicycle. You give me a vehicle. So you've upgraded me from the bicycle to the vehicle. I'm happy. But then you tell me that this vehicle is going to be worth more than a Lamborghini. You tell me that this vehicle is going to be the fastest vehicle out there. And I get in that vehicle and we can't do no more faster than 25 miles per hour. I don't care if I started off at the rock bottom. If you're selling me that we're going to be a championship team and stuff like that, and then you come out there and give me this type of production and make all kinds of excuses every time you lose, but you stand in front of the mic and promise on everything that you guys are this and that. When you do win a game, you bust out all the chains and everything, which, hey, I get it. But I prefer, if you're going to be a team that do that, you better be as good as the Miami Hurricanes were in the early 2000s. I'm sorry, late 90s and early 2000s. You better be on that level if you're out there doing all that extra stuff and stuff like that. Because since when did a mediocre team deserve the right to go out there and to be all flashy and stuff like that? We're showing off our NIL deals and stuff like that only 2 or 3 people really earned on the team and stuff like that. So, I mean, I never go after Coach Prime and stuff like that. But to me, and stuff like that, you paint a picture of being something that your program is not. You should have been realistic and stuff like that and taken that approach. And so that's my thing when it comes to Coach Prime down there at Colorado and stuff like that, is that you're out here telling us this, you're doing all this extra stuff and all like that. And so you've made it all about you. You've made it all about you. And I get that. You've earned it. But your team, they're getting lost. And quite frankly, I don't like seeing a losing team continuously being shown like that. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now, if he comes out there and he's like, we're just working to get better and stuff like that, we're going to try to be the best that we can be, and he keep it at that, I can get behind that. But don't come out here talking about, y'all going to do this, y'all going to do that. If you don't believe and stuff like that, you ain't with us and all like that. Miss me with that. Miss JB with that, man. Come on. Come on, man. We gave you a chance, man. We gave you a chance. You brought your guys with you. So, nah, JB can't get behind that. JB can't get behind that. You know, let's see. I know I missed a bunch of comments here. Let's see. I mean, because it's all about proving it and stuff like that. It's all about proving it. I mean, JB works in sales, so I know how it goes. I know how it goes. But if I go on the phone and I call the prospect and I tell the prospect, hey, I can do this, we can do this, we can do that. And they say, all right, I'm going to buy in. All right, cool, cool. And then once we actually release the product and we got glitches, we got bugs and stuff like that, that makes them feel like they're working a Metro PC from the early 2000s and stuff like that. You think they're going to be happy with me? You think they're gonna be happy with me? You got some of these kids choosing to come here specifically for Coach Prime and his vision. At least give us something realistic. Give us something realistic. That's what JB got to say about it. But we're already here in the third quarter. Y'all don't got JB sidetracked here. Y'all don't got JB sidetracked. All right, let's see. And the zone says he need a big program behind him and stuff like that. I mean, hey, if you can find a way to, get a program like Florida State behind him, I would like to see what he can do with that and stuff like that. And again, I don't think that this is so much, about his coaching specifically and all like that. I don't think he does anything wrong because he does go out there and get true professionals that can help develop them and stuff like that. But for me, it's just about the expectations. That's it. Set a realistic expectation for the program that you're at. That's all it is. And stuff like that. The bigger program, I'm pretty sure he can do pretty good because he can recruit. And if you can recruit, that helps. So a bigger program, bigger platform, that would help him out. He would have success at a bigger program, I feel like. But he's not at a bigger program here. And so, all right. So already here, fourth down here. Y'all know how JB is when JB gets caught in a conversation. I know I skipped a bunch of comments here, guys. So I'm going to scroll back up. I'm going to scroll back up. All right. So let's see. Aussie says, all hype and not much else. All right. Let's see. Aussie says, only the real Buffs fans will stick with covering his team if Dion walks away or gets fired and stuff like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. But 4th and 3. And they're going to go for it. And Nico's going to get the first down, takes it all the way to the 18-yard line, and a first down here for the Tennessee Vols here again here in the third quarter, 11 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Brandon says, talking basketball, you think Luka finally is going to win that MVP this year? I can see that. I can see that. Let's see. JJ says, JB, you should trade Hurts. He hurts you a lot. And so, hey, he came through for me. He was one of the bright spots when it was all said and done. Meanwhile, Nico, all right, getting a little fired up there. Says, get off me. With 10:50 to go here in the third. Now, I would like to see that. I would like to see that. Dion to FSU, I think that would be the perfect thing right there, in all honesty. I would like to see that. Because with a platform like that, it can be big. All right, 2nd and 6. Nico throws one up there all by himself. That's a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. The tight end was wide open. That had to be a miscommunication. That had to be a miscommunication. How did he get that wide open? Oh, my goodness. Samuel says, UJB Wednesday night live start time. And so, yes, so it is going to be at 9:30 Eastern time. 9:30 Eastern time is when we'll be starting the Wednesday stream. And so, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Me in the zone, old man, that's the start time there. So, absolutely. Absolutely. I will set up the stream either tonight or tomorrow because I like to go ahead and get the week set up in advance. But absolutely. Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern time. And in the zone, don't let your boy go overtime like last time. I had totally lost track of time last time. All right, but Tennessee got a touchdown. They're up 27-3 right now over the Wolfpack here in the third quarter, but 10 minutes and 27 seconds to go. And the Wolfpack right now down by 24. They got to get some points. Brandon says, any rookie quarterbacks in the NFL you think will stand out this year? And so I personally think that both Jaden Daniels down there with the Commanders, I think he'll be a pleasant surprise there. I think he'll do good. Caleb Williams, I think will do good as well and stuff like that as a rookie. And I'm watching to see how Bo Nix looks, but I'm just going to go with two because all the rookies can't hit, right? So I'm going to go with those two. I'm going to go with those two. So Jaden Daniels for the Commanders and also Caleb Williams. Those are the two that I would go with. All right, let's see. RC says he doesn't care about the hype. He wants to see if you're worth the hype. RC says, anybody in the chat want to take Riley Leonard off our hands? He said, bro, he left you irritated. I am pretty sure Florida State would like to take him off your hands, actually. And so, yeah, and then Zoe says he needs a big program behind him. That's true. That's true. That's true. Jay says, you plead the fifth. You said JB doesn't want no OT. And so this game doesn't want no OT. This has nothing to do with JB. This game right here does not want any OT, apparently. So Brandon says he'll take Riley Leonard. He says he'll take him. Ossie says go Vols. JJ says I'm going with SGA, my guy. And so, I'm sorry, UGA, you mean? UGA? Let's see. Brandon says, you said the game not blocking, not catching, then wanting him to play hero ball. You've seen him at Duke, and you'll take him. And so it is so funny how a lot of these guys realize that the grass is not always greener on the other side, you know? Like some of them, if you're in a good system, it doesn't always work out, elsewhere. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes if you're in a good spot, stay there. And I can understand sometimes if a new coach comes in and he brings his guy and stuff, that sometimes you got to go. Sometimes you got to go. But as we're seeing, it doesn't always work out when you transfer. Sometimes it does, though, because Cam Ward, that was a great move for him. But he would have been cold wherever. And so Samuel says, let's go Rocky Top. Absolutely. Again, here in the third. But let's see. North Carolina State. Now is the time for the Wolfpack. If you're going to rally, now is that time. Now is that time. Brandon says the DJ is a prime example. Exactly, because back at Oregon State and stuff like that, I'm not going to sit here and say the man looked, great or anything like that, but he at least looked competent and stuff like that because the system that they ran, and the talent around him was able to cover a lot of the flaws in his game. So absolutely. Absolutely. But all right, getting ready for the kickoff here. Again, third quarter with 10:27 to go. Tennessee leading 27-3. And kickoff is on the way. And so let's see if we get a return here. No return on the play. So let's see what the Wolfpack have in store for us here. Trailing by 24 points. 27-3 is the score. Wolfpacks with the football. Braden says Illinois is beating Kansas 20-17. How much time is left in that one? How much time is left in that one? Brandon says, you want to see them pile on some more? And you say SGA should get MVP? All right, so here we go for the Wolfpacks here. And again, it all started going downhill when McCall threw that costly pick six. That completely swayed all the momentum there towards Tennessee, and they've held on to the momentum. But now, second half, let's see what the offense does to make some adjustments because they need a touchdown. They need a touchdown. Multiple tight ends on the play. Two receivers, one back. Receiver goes in motion, snaps it, going to toss it to the back. And he's going nowhere but backwards. Loses about 4 yards on the play. Tennessee sniffed it out. Brandon says, oh, they got something coming, all right. They got something coming, all right. Let's see. Braden says, looks like App Tender swiped right tonight and met their match in Clemson. Oh, man, 2nd and 15. 9:50 to go here in the third. McCall throws it on the run. Gets the completion, brought down immediately. Oh, you cannot, be careful. Oh man, like come on, man. You got to keep your head on a swivel, kid. Keep your head on a swivel. You just gift them with a first down, kid. I get it. I get it. Everything's going good, but you know why it's going good? Because you're not doing stuff like that. You do stuff like that, you just give them a chance to stay out there. You never know if they catch a little bit of momentum here. This is college football. Crazy things can happen. But you knew he was down. You knew he was down. Brandon says that Dabo knows he's on the chopping block. All right, from their own 19-yard line here, the shotgun fakes it to the back. McCall looking, throws that one, has a guy. Excellent job looking off the defense that time. But wait a minute, there is another penalty. JB seeing way too many penalties so far this week. Too many penalties. Braden, talk to me. How's your fantasy team looking? And RC, tell me this. Why haven't you added a defense yet for your fantasy team? You're going to mess around and not add a defense and end up losing because of it. All right, so again, that was a personal foul there. And so Tennessee making all kinds of mistakes here. All right, 1st and 10. McCall throws it, quick pass. But before that happens, they're going to stop the play here. There is a penalty. Another penalty. JB seeing too many yellow flags. All right, so Brandon says you live in Clemson, and they turn it on him because he won't play in the NIL. And so, oh yeah, I know they turning on him. Let's see, Brandon says Wicks did nothing for you. Well, that's pretty wicked of him. That's pretty wicked of him. He looked good in the preseason, though. 1st and 15, three receivers, one tight end, one back. From their own 32-yard line, snaps the ball. McCall in the pocket, moving around because of the rush. Throws it to his running back. His running back gets the catch right now. It's a foot race. He gets the first down, but once again, another yellow hanky. How many flags are we going to see on this possession? Braden says, you see what I did on that one there? Oh, man. Samuel says, soon NCAA college basketball. And so, oh, man, Oklahoma and Houston in a dogfight there, 14-12 in that matchup. Will Oklahoma end up getting upset? LSU pulling away from Nichols State. Oh, man. Oh, they're losing now? They're losing now? Let's see. Brandon says, question is next week, Clemson or North Carolina State? You say, who do I want to see lose more? Oh, the questions, the questions, the questions. I can answer that one for you, Brandon. Clemson. Clemson is the team you want to see lose more. All right, so after that, 1st and 25, first and forever. McCall. He lost the ball. He lost the ball. He lost the ball. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And NC State still doesn't realize that turnovers is a real thing. It's a real problem. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Another team that's going to drop out the top 25. Add them to the list. Add them to the list of teams we're going to boot out of the top 25 after this one. Wow. Braden says Oklahoma losing 20-14. My goodness. Let's see. Samuel says the LSU game lose. LSU is winning right now, 37-21 over Nicholls State. So they got back control of that game. It was close at one point in time, but now LSU's pulling away in that matchup. I'll tell you what, though, when they ask you who you're going to call, it's not going to be McCall. Rather call Maroney. All right, so Tennessee gifted with excellent field position. Brandon says, and listen to them crying all around you. Running play off the right guard. Fighting for. Picks up about a good 6 yards there on the carry. 8 minutes left to go here in the third. So far here, Dylan Sampson, he's got 16 carries for 93 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 4 from the NC State 16-yard line. Another carry here. Picks up a couple yards there. Brandon says, should have seen those Michael Jordan crying emojis faces last week after the UGA whooping. Oh, man, I bet you're loving every second of it. I know I was. I knew quite a few Clemson fans, and they were very annoying during Clemson's peak. And so Nico gets brought down. They're going to lose some yards there. Ran out of real estate. And so now 4th down coming up, and that's going to bring out the special teams unit. Or will it? Because right now there's a penalty. Right now there's a penalty. That could change everything right now. Let's see. Brandon says they've been annoying your whole life. Been annoying your whole life. I hear you. You say you love to watch the Gamecocks win against them. And so, oh man, I can imagine. But right now, we got a field goal attempt coming up here from Max Gilbert. Again, he's just a freshman, guys, just a freshman. He's currently 2 for 2 today. Can he be 3 for 3? A 36-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and Max hits it right down the middle. So Tennessee extends their lead 30-3 here in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go. And now we're going to hit the commercial, but man, so Tennessee up. And again, this all started because McCall just went out there and just flat out fumbled the ball. Just flat out fumbled the ball. He is not having one of his better games today. And this is when they needed it. This is when they needed it because we can all go out there and see these quarterbacks look pretty good for the most part when they're out there, playing Wolford or something like that, But when you're out here going against a team like Tennessee's caliber and stuff like that, this is where you got to bring it. This is where you got to bring it. And right now, he hasn't brought it. 13 and 19 for 106 yards, 1 interception, plus a fumble. And so, got to bring it. Got to bring it. 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the third. Since halftime, Tennessee has scored 10 in the third quarter, and there's still plenty of time left to go. 30-3 is the score. Brandon says, so is Louisville second best ACC team this year? It's a little early to determine. It's a little early to determine because of who they played so far here. But JB is going to say, let's keep an eye on Syracuse. Not saying that they'll be second best, but of other teams that I've seen, I mean, Syracuse is also looking a little impressive and stuff like that, by their own standards. But we'll see how long that lasts. But I'd say for right now, I have them at the second spot right now, Brandon. But yeah, this is a very weird year for the ACC. Very weird year. Let's see. Boston College, what about them? And so, as far as I'm concerned and stuff like that, for Boston College, they know who they are and stuff like that. That quarterback, he's not going to try to force it passing wise. He's going to run it and stuff like that. So, hey, they can certainly be a team to watch as well. They can be a team to watch as well to contend, eventually for that second spot there. But they're up there. They're up there. They're up there in the topper tier of the ACC this year. This is what it's all about, finding out who's real and who's not. Every single game, we're going to learn more and more. Because as the season goes on, for some teams, the offensive line will get better and better. For others, there'll be more issues that will appear. Oh man, come on, to eat that kind of come on. Y'all got to stop. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. And again, Tennessee up 30-3 here in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go. Right now, NC State with about as much life as my tablet right now has charged, but so you say there's a chance. Kickoff on the way. Is the Colorado game still 28-0 with Nebraska winning? Oh man, I see that the fighting the line now. They are fighting. They are fighting to try to hold on there. 20-17 versus Kansas. I know that Azashak is definitely rooting on his fighting the Illini. No, it's been a minute since we've seen him, but I know that he loves the fighting the Illini. All right, running back goes in motion. McCall throws it to the back, and the back makes the first guy miss. Brought down by the second guy. He's going to lose a couple yards there on a play. That's going to make it second down coming up. Second down coming up. Let's see. Brandon says Ohio State just out here having fun playing scrimmages and stuff like that. And so, hey, not everybody have fun today, but them Ohio State Buckeyes, they're having fun. Let them have their fun. Let them have their fun. Second and 12. With 5 minutes and 52 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Tennessee up 30-3 right now. North Carolina State hoping for something to happen their way. McCall throws it over the middle. Ball is tipped, almost intercepted, but it's not. So it's incomplete. Third and 12 coming up. And so good old Will Howard, I see 292 yards, 2 touchdowns. I know the fan base was not happy that he only threw for like 228 yards last week for some reason, but let the kid have fun. All right, here in the shotgun. Steps up. Fit a run. McCall is running. Then he slides after picking up about 12 yards there. So about 13 yards. Gets the first down. And that time, felt the pressure, decided to go ahead and do it himself. He said, I'll do it myself. Now they are looking to see when did he start the slide. Tried to protect himself, and he did, but they say he's short because he did that. Oh man, so he slid, which is what the coaches teach you to do. But in that situation, it ended up backfiring because they're going to put the ball where you start the slide. So they marked him just shy. Now Tennessee's going to call a little timeout here. All right, so it puts us at the commercial. And so let's see, sending love, Phoenix wife. And so, how are you? And appreciate you coming through here. How are you? Pleasure to have you here. And I hope that all is going well. I hope that all is going well and that you both are having a lovely day today and just enjoying the weekend. Enjoying the weekend. And so thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. It is a pleasure. It's always fun every time Phoenix comes through and drops that knowledge about whether it's fishing or just any type of insight and stuff like that that he has going on for us and pretty much helping me stay up to date with what's going on over there. So I really appreciate, having Phoenix come through and I'm happy to have you come through here as well. Thank you. Yes, all love indeed. Thank you. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. And again, Tennessee up right now 30-3 here in the third quarter. Let's see, you say, Matt, respect for me. And so thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so feeling is mutual. Feeling is mutual. So absolutely. And so it has definitely been a pleasure ever since, Phoenix has joined and been a part of here. So it's just been really great to have them. And so glad to have this conversation with you as well. And so, yes. Absolutely. And just a reminder, everyone, that JB will be live again tomorrow night for Sunday night football for the Rams and the Lions for that matchup there, in which that one should be a really good matchup going on there. So I'm looking forward to that matchup myself here. It should be a shootout. And I think it's ultimately going to come down to Sean McVay, against Dan Campbell. Who's going to make the right choice? Because these are two coaches that do not mind taking chances if they feel it's going to help their team. They'll take calculated risk. And well, Dan, he'll just take a risk just to take a risk sometimes. You can be from his own 35-yard line and do a fake punt. So expect a lot of creative plays in that one. And so let's see. Samuel says Hurricane 5 on meeting in the Gulf of Mexico. Oh man, really? Oh wow. Oh wow. That's huge. Oh man. JB's got to do a little research on that. Oh man, that is devastating. All right, and still right now, currently here at the commercial, but third quarter, 4 minutes and 51 seconds to go here in the third. Tennessee up 30-3. And let's see. You say, if I get the chance on the phone, I'll send all the love. You say, you're doing great stuff. Thank you. And you say, your hubs list for my channel. And so I appreciate that. I really do. That means a lot. That means a lot. Thank you so much. And of course, much love. Much love. And of course, it's always great to have here. Always looking forward to when I see Phoenix come through. That is always a great thing. All right, so here on fourth down here, 4th and 1. So North Carolina State here, rolling the dice. Got to get this first. Gives it to the running back. No, the quarterback kept it. Quarterback kept it. He's fighting. He's fighting, but he's not going to get there. He is short. He is short. So you think about that play before on third down. He scrambled for it and then he tried to slide, but when he slid, they marked him short of the first down. So on fourth down, they had to go for it there. And ultimately, Tennessee stuffed it. Give credit to that defense. They stuffed it. They would have stopped the running back if you get it, and they certainly stopped the quarterback there. They just outwilled their opponent on that one. That's a team effort. That's a team effort right there. A team effort. And so, but yeah, Samuel, that is definitely something to keep an eye, certainly keep an eye out for sure. Because category 5, that's major. All right, let's see. Samuel says, let's go. Rocky Top, win, please, now. All right, so Tennessee with the football again. Running play. Fighting forward with the push of his lineman. That'll turn into perhaps a 3 or 4 yard pickup thanks to his lineman. Second down coming up. And again, 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter right now. Tennessee up 30-3. Tennessee with the football right now. So all things are under control here for Tennessee. So what do you want? If you're Tennessee, you want the clock to keep running, and you also want to keep picking up first downs in the process. Looking, has all kinds of times, going deep into the end zone. He caught it, but was he out of bounds? The official says he was out of bounds. Says he was out of bounds there. So incomplete. Show me a replay. Show me a replay. Let's see. Made a double move there. And he show me one more time. I got to see where his foot was and also with the catch. Show me a better angle than that. I need to see another angle. Are they not even going to review it? All right, I guess he must have clearly been out there. Maybe I just couldn't see a good enough angle. But they snap it, and oh, look at that. Nico gonna run it all the way for a touchdown. Tennessee. It's a Tennessee party right now. Let's go. They say nobody works harder than a volunteer. And Nico with a 31-yard touchdown run. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness. 36-3 here in the third quarter. Tennessee's making a case that when the next AP top 25 drops, they want to see their name in that top 10. And that is good. Let's not forget they are on the road. I feel like a lot of road teams really came through today. Like they really came through today. I mean, but look at that. They brought more guys on the blitz than the offense could block, and it still didn't work. It still didn't work. How does that happen? How does that happen? I'll tell you how. The guy coming off the edge could not get there quick enough. Could not get there quick enough. And so Samuel says, let's go, Rocky Top Vols. And so how about that? This Nico kid has this offense operating at an extremely high rate. Oh my goodness. Bama, what's going on? It's still 14-13 in the fourth quarter over there. Oh my goodness. Things have just gotten very interesting indeed. And so Samuel says, yeehaw, there it is. He's fired up. Oh, yeah, he's fired up for that one. Now we get the kickoff here, no return. And so Tennessee, 37-3 right now. So 37-3. And so if you're North Carolina State right now, you're seeing stars at this moment. And we can only blame McCall at this time. He's the one that threw that pick six to Tennessee. He's the one that fumbled that ball. His turnovers, his mistakes, him taking the sacks there right and get the ball out of his hand. All of that stuff, it all comes back down to him specifically. But man, there's a lot of teams that got humbled today. I'll say that. They got the hype knocked out of them. All right, so from their own 25-yard line, look at it. He lost the ball. I was just talking about this. He lost the ball again. Y'all let JB know if he's yelling too loud. Y'all let JB know if I'm yelling too loud and stuff like that. Y'all let me know. But oh my goodness. It happened again. It's like deja vu. Did JB cause it? Did I cause it? I don't know. I'm starting to wonder. I mean, it's a simple fake, and you lose the ball and into the arms of the defensive player. Wow. Let's see. Phoenix says losing the balls. Yes. I mean, nobody's around you. You're making mistakes that they teach you to correct in elementary school. 3 turnovers now for the Wolfpack. 3 minutes and 57 seconds. They're going to run the ball. Oh, my goodness. All right, he gets stuffs on a carry. Second down coming up at 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the third. Man, do them a favor. Run out as much time as you can on this drive here. Do them a favor. Right now, the Wolfpack are looking lost right now. It's just embarrassing. It is embarrassing. As he Samuel says, NCAA college football, you say team top is number one Bulldogs. And so I agree with that. They're going to have number one them. And I believe that they're going to move Texas to number two. I think they're going to jump Ohio State this week, move them number two. And so, oh, that would have been a nice pass. That would have been a nice catch there. And just a little bit more, not a lot, just a little bit more of a touch there. I think he wills that one in there. But honestly, it was a great pass. It was a great pass there, just a little too far in front there. Would have had to have been a great catch if he'd have made that one. But now, third down coming up, 3rd and 8. They clearly are thinking touchdown right now. Meanwhile, I see that Idaho got the W over Wyoming, 17-13. And so, oh man. And so Nico throws it short there. Oh my goodness, look at him. Takes on the contact there, and big fella gets the first down. Look at that. Excellent job there. He baited the defensive line to come after him. Now, we do have a lineman that's down right now from North Carolina State. Hopefully, he'll be okay. There's 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go. Oh, man. Let's see. JJ says, whoop. That's it for him. Says, got to go. See you tomorrow. All right, JJ. See you tomorrow. And best of luck with your fantasy football team. I know you say you don't need luck when it comes to fantasy and stuff like that, but I hope you go out there and dominate. I know you like to beat your opponent by a lot, so hopefully you get to do that. All right, let's see. Samuel says, who is tomorrow NFL team win? And so, yeah, and of course, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming the Rams versus the Lions and stuff like that. So, in that matchup, I think the Rams are going to find a way to win a very close one, but it's going to be one that comes down to the wire. And ultimately, Dan Campbell will probably have the football, and they're probably going to have to go for it on some type of crazy play and not convert or something like that. But that's going to be a good one there. But hey, there's a lot of games, honestly, to look forward to. If I had my tablet working, I go through each and every one of the games and stuff like that. But my tablet that I typically use is down right now. But that's what I should have did probably at halftime, is just go through and did like who I have for that. That's what I should have did. All right, it's final. The Fighting Illini took down Kansas. So Kansas lost 23-17 to the Fighting Illini. So another ranked team lost. Nico throws one up there. He got hit while he threw it. Oh my goodness, that's an interception. That's an interception. This might be a pick six going the other way. Matter of fact, it will be. There's one guy trying to chase him down. Can he get him? Can he get him? No, he cannot. That's going to be a touchdown for the Wolfpack. Oh my goodness. Pick six in bunches out here, guys. Pick six in bunches. Should have focused on just running the ball, running the clock and stuff like that. You were up a good amount. Man. And so JJ signing out. See you tomorrow. As he Samuel says, good, great football game, Rams. And so, yeah, the Rams and the Lions, that's going to be a great one. It's going to be a great one. Randy says Tennessee to the top 10. And so Randy gets it. Randy gets it. Looking at all the stuff I've seen today, they definitely, I tell you what, they definitely better end up higher than Penn State. If they're not higher than Penn State on the rankings, they got to, the committee got to come see me. The AP posters, wherever we're going to come, they got to come see me if that's the case, if they're not higher than Penn State and stuff like that. Because Penn State struggled mightily and stuff like that. So whatever you got Penn State at, these guys better be higher than that. But yeah, he got hit there trying to make the throw. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? Other than the simple fact that they probably should have focused on just, running the ball. But what can you say? You're trying to do the best you can to score. And so North Carolina State defense, both defenses have now gotten a pick six in this one. 37-10 is the score right now here in the second quarter with 2:20 to go in the third. Tennessee up by 27. I see UCF took care of business, 45-14 over Sam Houston. And Nebraska winning 28-3 in that matchup there. Kickoff on the way. All right, let's see. Phoenix says, calling it a night until next time. And so you take care. Have a wonderful night. And always appreciate you coming through. And yep, I'll be live again tomorrow night for Sunday Night Football. But you take care and have a great rest of your night. Thanks again for coming through. Let's see. I see Oklahoma is still in a fight right now. So Oklahoma's in a fight. Bama's still in a tough one here, despite the fact that they did score a touchdown, but they're still in a tough one right now. Let's see. Samuel says, yep. So, yep. The start time for the Jets and the 49ers matchup for Monday Night Football is at 8:15 Eastern time. Samuel, it's at 8:15 Eastern time on Monday. So, yeah, 8:15 Eastern time is when the Jets and 49ers for Monday Night Football for that stream. Tennessee actually taking JB's advice here and trying to run the ball now, but North Carolina State not letting that happen. All right. And again, for anybody that's watching right now, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. And also be sure to leave a like. Because this is what we do on the regular. All right, let's see. Samuel says, okay. Thank you. Of course. Of course. Randy says Colorado culture with prime. That won't work in college football. Maybe in the NFL. Nah, not there. Either no discipline. And so, in order for a culture like that to really, really excel, and when I say excel, you got to think about what the Miami Hurricanes were like, late 90s, early 2000s. You have to have team with that type of talent. Guys who are built like that. You got to have guys like, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, stuff like that that can come in there. They talk a big, like they'll talk, but they'll back it up just as big and stuff like that. And you got to be at a big school because, I mean, who's going to follow you to Colorado other than maybe a handful of players and stuff like that? Let's be real, So at a big, big program that accepts it, which is tough to think of. Oh my goodness, he's all by himself in a pass. That's another touchdown for Tennessee. So he makes up for the points that he gifted to North Carolina State. And Nico with the big play for the touchdown. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is it too much to crack a smile? Oh, I see why he's not smiling right now. Oh man. Oh man, the referee. Man, these referees can be haters sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. So the referee takes points off the board here. Sometimes the best defense is a referee. Wow. But I can't think of too many teams, Randy, where it would work out. But I just know that if you're doing that, you better be amongst the best talent-wise if you're doing that. Kenneth said that Bama lose. Bama's leading right now. They are leading right now 21-13, but South Florida is currently at the goal line. And so they're down by 8 points, but there's still 8 minutes and 14 seconds to go in that game for Bama versus South Florida. All right, but our matchup has 43 seconds left. Tennessee up 37-10. I mean, old dude was all by himself. All by himself. All right, 3rd and 12. Gives it to the running back. Gets away from one guy. He's going to get the first down. Excellent job fighting for everything. Brought down at the 41-yard line of North Carolina State. So he gets the first down, still makes a big play. How about that? All right, so South Florida ended up settling for a field goal in which Bama's up 21-16. I got a NC State player being looked at by the medical staff. Meanwhile, looking at my Buckeyes up 49-0. That looks good. It's always great to see. Judkins going off 103 yards. Let's go. All right, so clock running, and that can take us to the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, it is currently Tennessee 37, North Carolina State 10. So Volunteers on top so far in this one. Absolutely. So we're at the end of the third quarter right now with 1 quarter left to go in this one. Kenneth says Wake versus Virginia, 31-32 in the fourth quarter. Oh, man, they are going down to the wire there, back and forth. Now, that is a game. That is a game. All right, you guys give JB 1 minute. JB will be right back. Again, I will be right back. Give JB 1 minute. I'm going to step away for a second. All right, JB is back. JB is back. Did not miss anything there. And it's still, 1 quarter left to go here. Tennessee up 37-10 right now. And so, I mean, I've seen some good things here. Obviously, there are some mistakes on both sides. There's some real mistakes there. And for McCall and NC State, I mean, from the multiple fumbles and stuff like that, the pick six and stuff, I mean, got to do better. In a big game, got to do better. Especially since, for Tennessee, Nico, tremendous job. He's had his mistakes as well. Now he's had his mistakes there, but you can see the explosiveness with Tennessee with him at quarterback. And then Sampson at running back. Tremendous job. 19 carries, 98 yards there. Also contributing for like 37 receiving yards as well. So heavily involved here. So Tennessee putting in the work. Let's see. Kenneth says, good night, all my friends. See you in the next stream. Yeah, good night to you, Kenneth. Have yourself a great night. And we're looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And again, JB will be live again tomorrow for the Rams and the Lions for Sunday Night Football. So hopefully by the time JB comes back, his fantasy football team will be in much better standings than what they were off of the last couple of nights. But I'm looking forward to that Sunday and whole day of NFL. That makes JB happy as well. But yes, today we did 2 live streams a day. 2 live streams a day. Last Saturday we did 3. 3 was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. 3 was a lot, but 2 feels just right. It feels just right. Randy says Riley is gonna be a beast, and Nebraska has a bright couple of years coming up. All right, and Samuel says the Sunday night live stream start time. So yes, the Sunday night football game will be starting at 8:20 Eastern time. So 8:20 Eastern time is the start of the Rams and the Lions matchup. 8:20 Eastern. Nico on the move. Nico for the scramble. And Nico gets out of bounds there after picking up about 6 yards there on the quarterback run. He's got 8 carries for 64 yards and a touchdown on the ground here. So, in addition to what he's doing throughout the air, doing a good job on the ground as well. 2nd and 4 coming up. All right, 5 seconds here on the play clock. Here in the 4th quarter. Got to snap it. Does it the last second. It's a running play on the right side there. And oh, look at that. Look at that speed. The need for speed is there. It's a touchdown. Referee can't take that one away. That's a touchdown. So if at first the touchdown doesn't count, try again. And Dylan Simpson. Simpson with a big time play out there, 34 yards. When he got to the outside, it was lethal. Let's see. Samuel says 8 o'clock. It's 8:20 p.m. 8:20 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, start time 8:20 p.m. Eastern time for the Rams and the Lions. All right, and the extra point is good. So 44-10, Tennessee taking it to them here in the 4th, and there's a lot of time left in this 4th quarter. A lot of time left in this 4th quarter. Let's see, Kenneth said, did you thought about this coming on the live on the stream? 20 minutes, talked about the other games and the score and stuff like that. And so I guess like sometimes if my tablet is working, I'll get that in sometimes and stuff like that, but it would have to be mostly throughout halftime. I do try to bring up random scores throughout the thing and stuff like that. But since for my live streams, I have, listed, like this game, for example, Tennessee versus North Carolina and stuff like that. It's kind of like with the scoreboard, like I need to have it on the team that I'm actually supposed to be talking about. And so I will dabble from time to time on the other ones and stuff like that. So, but that would have to be something that I do at halftime. That would have to be a halftime type of thing if I'm going to discuss like some of the other matchups and stuff like that. Just because if somebody clicks on for the first time and they want to hear about the Tennessee and North Carolina State game and stuff like that for my live stream. That's pretty much what I have advertised here. So that is why I probably try to limit it for the most part. Like I'll say it occasionally, but I don't try to spend too much time harping on it unless it's like throughout halftime, if that makes sense. Let's see. So Randy says Tennessee to number 5 and stuff like that. That'll be from to number 5. I gotta look and see. I gotta look and see. I gotta look and see. But certainly in the top 10. Certainly in the top 10. Absolutely. But yes, 8:20. 8:20 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow is the next live stream. Again, the Rams versus the Lions. Correct. And again, Tennessee scored yet another touchdown. It's 44-10. And so North Carolina State down by 34. Do you come out and just run the ball, just run out as much time as you can? Because Tennessee's still going to keep scoring. Tennessee's still going to keep scoring. So, absolutely. Yep. But I mean, what a huge game here for Sampson. I mean, 132 yards on the ground, two rushing touchdowns, adding about 37 yards receiving as well. I mean, talk about a game. Talk about a game. Samuel says tomorrow, Sunday, is NASCAR. And so, oh, wow, great. That is great. Yes, that is great. So, a lot of fun things to look forward to. That's why we love the weekend so much. The only sad part about the weekend is that at some point it's got to end, right? All right, no return. That's the sad part about it. And again, showing us that Northern Illinois University W earlier over Notre Dame. That was a stunner. That was a stunner. Man, I see we must be in the late window. I see the Mississippi State and Arizona State game just getting started. All right, so they hand it to the back in the back off the left side. Takes on the contact there, picked up about 5 yards on the play. Second down coming up. All right, so second and 4. 13 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth. All right, here we go, second and 4. So Wolfpack trying to get something positive here. And oh, they're gonna lose some yards here on the ground. But right now, if you're North Carolina State, hey, you know you lost this game. You know they lost the game here. It's 44-10. What's the best thing that can happen here is you get some positive plays here, but ultimately you run out the clock as soon as possible. McCall on the move. McCall running, and he's going to be a yard shy of that first down marker. Picked up 5 yards on the carry. Fourth down coming up. I was about to say this is starting to remind me here of the Michigan game earlier today, where it's just like you're down by so many points, you just go ahead, you just go for it here. Samuel says that Thanksgiving Day is on November for Thursday. That's right, November 28th, 2024 on a Thursday. And so, yes, Now that is something to look forward to for sure. That is something to look forward to for sure. And so RC, he says, JB, what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. Tennessee, they took it to him. They took it to him. The scoreboard don't lie. The scoreboard don't lie. Between Samson and his, big runs and stuff like that, and then Nico also contributing on the ground as well and making his passes. I mean, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. RC, did you add the defense to your fantasy football? You're going to wake up in the morning and forget to do it, and then you're going to end up losing a close contest because you did not add a defense to your roster. You must add a defense to your roster. Let's see. RC says, it must be Thanksgiving because Tennessee eating good. Laney says, how do I like Tennessee quarterback? And so, man, I see a lot of upside and I see the explosiveness. A couple of his big plays was brought back by penalties and stuff like that. But I think Nico has the tools. I think his guys play better because of him. I like the touch that he does. He throws a nice deep ball. And so I think there's a lot of good things. Now, obviously, he is young, so there's going to be a couple turnovers, but I'm telling you, he's going to be good this year and even better for years to come. And so I like him. I like him. I like the quarterback there. Buck says that Bama won. RC says, okay, well, let me go and do that now, JB. And so you do that, RC. You do that. You says, what? You say Rasheed Wallace used to say the ball don't lie. The ball doesn't lie. The score doesn't lie. The only thing that'll lie is probably the referees. Now, they'll lie occasionally from time to time. Well, actually, quite often. All right, let's see. You say 28-10 for Nebraska there. Okay, so Colorado scored a touchdown. Kenneth says 28-3. And so I bet it was a long time coming for Colorado, but they finally scored a touchdown. What about the Oklahoma and Houston game, guys? That one has 3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the fourth. And Oklahoma up just by 2 points, 14-12 in that one. Struggling. Just struggling. All right. And again, currently right now here at the commercial, in which all North Carolina State would like right now is for this clock to run out. That's what they would like right now. Then just get out of there. All right, so here we go. 4th and 1 now for the offense. From their own 34-yard line for the Wolfpack. Tennessee coming up close. They know something's going to happen, so they want to make a stop here. Receiver goes in motion. Calling for the snap. Gets it. Looking to pass. Throws it. Gets the completion, but he is going to get brought down well short of that first down marker. I don't like it. I don't like the call, but you know what? It's okay. Tennessee made the play. Let's go. 11:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. When will NC State learn? Ooh, look at that. Boise State. Boise State is up on Oregon right now, 10-7. Oh, wow. Tennessee gives the ball off here to the back again for 2 yards there. And this is Bishop on the carry. He's got 7 carries today for 28 yards. Operation Run That Clock. Samuel says, soon as bedtime, 10:30. And so, oh man. Oh man, I understand that. I understand that. All right, and look at that carry. That's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards there. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down marker here for Tennessee. But that's good. You need these carries. You get these carries. Have the clock running. Now they're hurrying up here. Tennessee wants to score again. Run and play. All right, picks up a good 6 yards there. Second down coming up. And more importantly, the clock continues to run. And 9:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3 seconds. They snap the ball. Another run and play. All right, back to the line of scrimmage. No gain by Deshaun Bishop. So third down coming up with 8:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Oh, that Houston Oklahoma game. If Houston could find a way to upset Oklahoma. All right, 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, guys. Throws it, gets the first down, but he's thinking touchdown. Another touchdown, Tennessee. Wow. And so everybody getting the end zone here. If you're wearing a Tennessee jersey, everybody getting the end zone here. Wow. 50-10. And we got the extra point coming up. Let's see. Buck says that Oak just 2 points off of safety. They just got 2 points off of safety. Oh, wow. But man, what a play. And he put it high enough so it wasn't tipped on that play, too. That was a great job there. Great job there. All right, let's see. RC says, JB, you said the first two defenses you saw were the Giants and the Raiders. You laughed really hard and kept strolling. Well, you didn't draft one in the draft, so therefore all the good defenses available for the most part is gone. But did you make a choice on a defense though? But yeah, like that's come on, come on, come on. Let's see. RC says, JB, you took care of it. You said you're glad that I reminded you because you would have forgotten. And so, yeah, I know you would have. Cause we talked about this yesterday. We talked about this yesterday. I went and I looked and I was like, he still didn't add a defense. So, all right. So now that you added the defense, did you remember to put them in a defensive slot? And let me check and see if you added that. RC. Well, let me know. All right, so now that you added them, don't forget to put them in a defensive slot. You got to put them in the starting lineup for the defense, RC. Otherwise, they won't count for you. So you got to put them in your starting defense. Otherwise, it's pointless that you added them to the thing if you don't put them in that defensive slot, unless you did it and it's just not showing me on my end. But I see that you added them, but I don't see that you put them in a starting defensive spot. So that's what I don't see. And so took the Commanders. You said you might be going to church or anything in the mid morning, so definitely could have forgotten. And so, yeah, the work's not done yet. If you didn't add them in the starting lineup for the defense, then it won't help you. All right, again, we're at the commercial here with Tennessee up 51-10. Still 8 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Let's see. You say it says that you face Rhino in week one. And so, oh, word, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. And you said you got a higher percentage to win. Well, the only reason you don't have a higher percentage in my league is because the defense that you added, you put it on the bench and you did not start it. You're not starting your defense. I cannot say it loud enough. Those are red flags there. You got to fix that. It's my job as commissioner to ensure that in your first official fantasy game that you at least give yourself a proper chance. All right, so now for the Wolfpack here with 1st and 10. Obviously, you see Tennessee running up the score here, so you're certainly going to want to go ahead and try to run this ball. There is a flag here, but the defense for Tennessee just swarming around it, swarming around it. All right, so they declined the penalty there. RC says, JB, my defense on empty might be better than North Carolina State's defense. That may be the point. That may be. That may be. All right, lost a yard on the play. And so Braden says he knows a little something about fantasy football. I think last year he made it to the Final Four. He said Mackenzie Milton sighting. All right, so 3rd and 15. Braden, you should talk to your boy RC. Talk to your boy RC. Tell him that tell him it's pointless to add a defense if he won't put it in the defensive lineup. I don't try. I spent the last 10 minutes trying to tell him. Look at that. North Carolina State almost turned the ball over again. I thought we were watching a replay of what took place earlier. This is bad. Let's see. You say in one of the drafts, yours or Rhinos, you almost drafted a player that said out. And so, well, I mean, was he out for the season or just out for one game or a couple games? Punts on the way. Gets it from his own 30. He's going to return it. Oh, look at that space to work with. Trying to break it out to the other side. Turn it on the speed. Gets out of bounds there with an excellent return. And so, oh man, if we only had more people in the chat there, I'd be like, everybody put hashtag fix your defensive lineup. Like it took me 2 days to get him to add a defense. And now that he added the defense, Braden, he just put him on the bench. It's like he doesn't want to add his defense in the starting lineup. He doesn't want to win. When the defense is all that's really separating him right now, it can really give him an advantage. But he doesn't want it, Braden. He doesn't want it. And a running play up the middle. 2 yards there on the play. And stuff like that. He doesn't want it. Oh man, Braden. I see what you mean about Wicks. He got you 0 points, man. That's oh man, I didn't realize it was that bad. I didn't realize it was that bad at all. All right, picked up 3 yards in the play. Let's see. All right, so he says, Braden, I'm gonna use the Iowa defense in there. Braden says, RC, what are you doing, man? He says, what are you doing, man? He's like, fix that lineup. Hashtag fix that lineup. Oh man. Let's see. Braden says, JB, I'm gonna put the Western Illinois defense in your starting lineup. And so, oh man. Oh man, don't do it. And so Braden says that Allen Medicine wins 42-16. Again, 4:20 left to go here in the fourth. They're just looking to run as much time as they can. Let's see. Braden says thoughts on Nico. And so I like the kid. I like the kid. You know, there's a certain confidence that the good quarterbacks have that it transpires to the team in which the team they can rally around you. You know, like they will give their all and stuff like that because it just feels like it's like it flows well. And so he has nice touch on a lot of his passes. You know, he throws a great deep ball. He knows when to take some off of it and stuff. He just makes good decisions there. Now, sure, he makes a couple mistakes, but he's also extremely young, and so give him a couple more games and he can work on that. He'll use his legs also. So I like him a lot. I like him a lot, and he gels with this offense great. He's going to give him a chance in every game. He'll have a chance in every game. All right, this will be a 53-yard field goal attempt here for the Volunteers. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. So it hooked on him. All right, she says, JB, they could have had up to 90 points, but they only gave up 77. So it could have been 90, only gave 77. All right, she says, did it register, Braden and JB? And so let me look and see. Let me look and see. You know what? It did. It did. And so now, as you can see, the projections have been a lot more favorable now. So yes, it did. And so I know, right, Braden? I was highly concerned. I was highly concerned. I was like, my man's gonna let this window pass him by. He's gonna wake up tomorrow, forget all about it again. And so, but yeah, hopefully you'll be able to win that matchup and start off 1-0. And then you can tell JB what it's like to be 1-0. Let's see. NC State running the ball. Gonna lose a yard on the play. RC says, JB, I'm gonna check right. You say Rhinos Fantasy Football League and double check and make sure that you took a defense unit there. You believe you did? Yeah, double check that. Always good to double check. I haven't checked too much on that one there, but I know last time I checked, I was projected to do pretty good. I know I had the players that I needed for this week because I always check my Yahoo Fantasy, but since his is on ESPN, I always got to find it, which is always so difficult. All right, 305 here. Tight end goes in motion. Another run play. Oh, brought him down again. Brought him down. Lost more yards here. Third down coming up. RC says, JB, is defense really that important in fantasy football? And so defense, it is important because obviously both teams have a defense there, so you never want to be at a disadvantage. Defense can make or break you in terms of like I've seen some people that, and this is again a rare occasion and stuff like that, rare occasions and stuff like that. But occasionally I'll see a defense get like 20 something, even 30 something points I've seen before in fantasy to where it makes up if a player or two has a bad game. I've also seen defenses go out there and get like -2 points and stuff that, and it costs you. One time I lost a playoff game because I chose the wrong defense. And it was like the game before our championship. It was in my other league that I'm in. And so I was in the final four and I was playing against my rival in the game before the championship. I was projected to win. I chose I think the Broncos defense against the Rams back when Baker Mayfield was quarterbacking against them that game. And the other defense I could should have chosen was I think the Chargers defense against somebody because the Chargers defense did great and all like that, surprisingly. But the Broncos defense, Baker Mayfield torched them. So I ended up losing because of that decision purely right there. It was enough to cost me. So defense does matter. RC says Stab just fumbled the ball for Colorado. And so, oh man, that's bad. Braden says, good night, JB. Great stream, even though the games haven't been good. So the games weren't good, but hey, the chats, they were great. They were great. So good night to you, Braden. And hey, by the time we connect tomorrow and stuff like that, hopefully our fantasy teams won't be in shambles anymore and stuff like that. Braden, I looked at your projection. It made me feel slightly better about my team, which says a lot and stuff like that. So we need a miracle. We need a miracle. And so AG says Nebraska wins 28-10. So it's final. Oh man, 28-10. Oh man. Oh man. Let's see. Braden says, yes, hopefully. Well, the good news, Braden, is that last year I lost my fantasy football opener in our league and I still made the playoffs. I don't know how your season opened up and stuff like that, but this one hurts because I always lose to this guy. Usually it's either once or twice. For some reason, this guy is the kryptonite to all my fantasy teams, and it irks me. It irks me oh so much. And another year, and I know another loss, so it really irks me. But that's sometimes how the cookie crumbles. My team will regroup. And again, I say this as if it's finalized. A lot of things can happen tomorrow. Let's see. JC says, let me stop before JB thinking I've been drinking or something very strong. And what'd you say? You said NIU to the Natty game? Never seen anybody even write that. He said, who's the Las Vegas Gamblers, JB? So Las Vegas Gamblers, he's actually a friend of mine that I met. That was a co-worker when I used to work at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And so he then went on to work for the Tennessee Titans. And then he went on to work for the Las Vegas Gamblers. Last I heard, I think he's still working with the Las Vegas Gamblers, I believe, and stuff like that, which is why he has his name there. And so, but yeah, so cool guy, cool guy and stuff like that. We both were selling tickets for the Atlanta Motor Speedway at the same time. So that's how I got to know this guy. He made it to last year's championship game, but lost to Pop Brown last year. He's been, at least the last 2 years, really good. I think the last 2 years. So yeah, so that this could be a big one. This would be a big one because he's a guy that's in your division. Have you seen how to check out your division RC, like where the division standings are? Have you seen that in Yahoo Fantasy? And again, at the 2 minute mark, and this one, but yeah, if you don't know, there's a way to check the division and stuff like that and see which guys in the fantasy league are in your division. In my fantasy league, you play everybody in your division twice and stuff like that. So, all right, so the fair catch there, a minute 52 left to go. You say the Colorado mud stopping is over. All right, so you say you've got the Rams win 20, I'm sorry, 34-23. Okay, 34-23. Okay. Oh man, I see that Miami's quarterback threw 4 touchdowns there and ran one. Oh yeah, we're in that late window of USC starting to play. So, oh yeah, but hey, this should be quick here. This should be quick here. Tennessee, they put in the work today. They did outstanding. And now just a minute 52 left to go before they can start celebrating. They're going to run the ball. Samuel says, is the game final? It has a minute and 42 seconds left to go. They're up 51-10 right now, Samuel, but they are trying to run out the clock with a minute 35 here. So they're looking to try to run out the clock. So unless he breaks a big one and stuff like that, this should be the final, but they still got to run a couple more plays, Samuel, before it's all said and done. But it will be done shortly. All right, AG says, curious question, JB. Do you make any money from streaming on YouTube? And so I can answer that for you, AG. So here's how it breaks down and stuff like that. So ever since I became a YouTube partner, and I became a YouTube partner about 8 months into my journey when I first began, YouTube and stuff like that. So somewhere, like 2020, I feel like I became a partner and stuff like that. And so since then was when I qualified to make money and stuff like that. And so you make money through the ads that you guys see when you first click into the video, or if it pops in the middle and stuff like that. You make some, but it's not a lot. It depends on how many people watch, views you get and stuff like that, and how long they watch the ads and stuff like that. Or if they have the YouTube Premium, then you'll get the full amount for that. So essentially, for example, if somebody watches an ad for 5 seconds before they can put the skip button up and stuff like that, then you might get paid depending on the YouTube thing. It might range from 2 cents per second, 3 cents per second, 4 cents per second, and stuff like that. So you do the math, that's like 4 cents times the 5 seconds that they watch, that's 20 cents right there. And then you multiply that by the amount of people and stuff like that actually watch your video and stuff like that. So that's how you can get an indication and stuff like that. So it takes like thousands of people to really watch it for you to get a monthly check and stuff like that. Now, if you have like a lot of people watching, then yes, it happens really fast. It happens really fast, but you got to make a minimum of $100 throughout the cycle that they have, which is approximately about a month, in order for them to send you any money and stuff like that. So, absolutely. And I'll put it like this, like from January through like 2 months ago, I had not gotten paid since like December and stuff like that because I wasn't streaming that much. And so, but since then, I still haven't got paid yet, but I am scheduled to where I'll get something because I'm just over the minimum now, thanks to a lot of it being the super chats and stuff like that. Mostly super chats account for 61% of what I do get and stuff like that. So that's kind of sort of how it works. I hope that helps you, AG. That's certainly something that we can seriously, dive into, for further discussions, especially if you come through on one of my Wednesday streams and stuff like that. that's a great time where JB can probably break it down even better in terms of like how the whole YouTube thing works. And if you got any question or anybody got any questions about how YouTube works and stuff like that, JB can certainly do that and help. I don't know what's going on with this ESPN app, but it's crazy. But yes, Samuel, this one is finalized where Tennessee won 51-10. They dominated today. There's no other way to say it. It is dominated and stuff like that. So absolutely. But yeah, AG, I can definitely break that down there and talk a little bit of the analytics. And I'll also have in the Zoe on there with me. So he'll be able to, chime in on any spots that I have. So definitely on Wednesday, make a note to come through there and ask about that. We can probably give you a lot more detail on that day from two, YouTubers and stuff like that. Let me catch up here on the comments. So RC says, JB, maybe I should do predictions alone after I said, Notre Dame 30-10. And they got upset. I was shocked. I was shocked. I felt like an upset was going to happen to Notre Dame, but I didn't know it was going to happen to these guys and not this fast. You said AGJB makes more on here than JC does. Don't believe anything else. Oh man. All right, so you said the Rams are going to win 49-28. And so I would say more like I could see it being like 38-34 if it's a high scoring game. If it's a lower scoring game, I could see it being like 31-28 or 31-29, something like that. I could see that being the case. So absolutely. As the Archie says, JB, another fire stream in the books. JB is crushing it. So I mean, right? The streams are still getting better, even though the scores are getting out of hand and stuff like that. So JB's got to get better at picking the games. But hey, these were some nice streams. Some nice streams. Let's see. RC says, JB, I know this one content creator, he went out and got a real job because YouTube was only paying him like $71 a month. And so that's the reality of it. The people who makes a lot of money, they want it to where, like, think of the biggest YouTubers that you can think of and stuff like that. Like YouTube is sending them a lot of money. Some of them, now they're making bank and stuff like that to where they can, survive off of that. But someone who you see has maybe less than, if they have less than 10,000 subscribers and stuff like that, they're probably not making too much off of YouTube. They're certainly not making it to where they can, survive off of income if they have less than 10,000 subscribers. Now, if they got more than 20,000 subscribers, it gets very interesting in that range, depending on how many active people they have that are actively coming in on their live streams and stuff. But somebody with like 40,000 plus and stuff like that, now those are the guys that's cashing out. Because once you reach that threshold, then you start getting specific partners. It can be someone like Chime Bank or whoever that's going to come through and actually give you some real extra money there to push their stuff. So things like that. So that's one thing to take into consideration as well. So absolutely. AG says you got Laporta in fantasy, so he better go off. Just don't be like Mark Andrews. Just don't be like him. JB still heard about that. All right, so RC says he's signing out. JB's going to sign out as well. It's been great. It's been real, guys. Got to spend time with the wife now and stuff like that. She's been very patient with all the live streams I've been doing. So it's time for me to go ahead and spend some time with her and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for coming through. Looking forward to being able to talk more football tomorrow for our Sunday night football, man. But hey, I'm just going to be joined the entire day. And I really hope my Patriots come through. I know all week I keep talking about Bengals are going to win, Bengals are going to win. But deep down inside of JB, I feel like we got a chance and stuff like that. I feel like it. So JB just can't say it out loud too much there, but JB feels like we got a chance. So, or maybe I'm just being delusional, but it's okay. I'm a fan. I get to do that. And so yeah, let's definitely we'll definitely talk Mo for sure and all like that. And best of luck to everybody's fantasy football team. Tomorrow's a big day for us. Fantasy football team, your real NFL team, as long as you're not playing against the Patriots and all like that, rooting for you guys to go out there and win. And with that being said, let me make sure I'm all up on the comments here. AG says, see ya. I'll pop in tomorrow. And I appreciate that, AG. Absolutely. Samuel says, I'm out. Bye. And says, good night to you. Good night to you. And hey, let's tune back in tomorrow. Hey, enjoy the game, Samuel. Enjoy the game. Get you some good breakfast tomorrow and stuff like that. Let me know how the experience goes tomorrow. I'll be looking forward to seeing it. Absolutely. Yep. Adios to you. And God bless as well. Yes. Take care, everybody. JB's going to sign off now, but see you guys tomorrow.